okay. Right, okay, that freaked me out for a second there, because I saw the names that are coming up. It was Aboii and Laki, and I saw Dizzy, and I was like, oh no. Like, that's Dizzy Putt, that's bro. But then I saw Elphelt, and I'm like, huh? What is going on here? These are still the same players, correct?
I think so. This is really interesting.
Yeah, maybe Aboii has a Dizzy, and you know what? I believe they do. That's actually, I had no idea until today. That's my first time seeing their Dizzy. And you know what? Dizzy's a fun character as well. I don't mind. Put it on my screen.
I think I have seen Aboii play Dizzy before, but definitely, you know, well known for the pot. Dizzy, though, very interesting, fun character. Hopefully she gets a lot of love in the balance patch. But, oh, trying to set up the fish there up to 6P. Not going to work, but the super is into the Gamma Ray.
Nice. Only really needs one more hit to knock Laki out of the first round. We're just kind of playing a whole game, looking for an opportunity for that final hit. And Laki's not making it easy. Playing a bit scrambly right now.
Oh, wow. That was kind of crazy that the Pineberry was still able to get to the other side even from that far away.
Yeah, actually mental. Mental how far that can reach at times. Oh, good pick up here so far. This is going to deal a lot of damage. Yeah, and Aboii has to hold the left, right. Good defense on the left, but you're still stuck in the blender.
Oh my god, that OTG close slash. Please stop. Help! Help, please!
Help me! Jesus. Laki, showing that they like it, man. That was some amazing Elphelt gameplay, and I'm a fan. I'm always a fan of seeing some solid Elphelts here.
Here we go now, Aboii finally getting some of that zoning set up, setting out the Ice Fish, gets the mortal counter on the 2D into the spike.
Ooh, the floor making it very slippery. As the corner unlock gets the throw, there should be a pickup because of the floor, and Aboii opts to use it for Oki. On the deflect, pushing him back, giving Laki an opportunity. Yeah,
actually flipping over the Michael sword as well. Ooh, use that pause there. Wasn't a dropped combo. That was actually trying to bait out the burst, which is really smart from Laki, but end up costing them game number 1.
Michael base sword.
The Michael base sword is actually crazy.
Yeah, no, Michael's sword, I absolutely love it, because you just see a lot of commentators go like, how do we approach this? Because like, this is funny, you know? Do we call it Mikey's sword? You know, do we call it Michael's sword? Michael base sword? I do quite like that.
We call it, for the culture, we call it Michael's sword, because that's what it was called way back when we were small children and our grandchildren or our grandfathers were playing Plus R.
Oh god, I went back to that game. Very fun, by the way. If you like classic Yellow Gear, Plus R, class. But Aboii, what the Dizzy again? Was not expecting this, and they have a solid Dizzy. That's the insane thing. Their Dizzy actually looks so on point, like a professional, like Redzel playing the character.
Yeah, I really like what I'm seeing here. He already almost has Laki dead. The Wings of Light is just extra.
It didn't matter. But, you know, it was a situation where it did pop. So at the end of the day, Wings of Light, you could argue, got the win there. But that's up to you.
The interesting thing about Wings of Light is Wings of Light isn't necessarily about the damage that it does. That's a nice addition, right? It's about forcing your opponent to try and interact, to do something so you can get them with a counter hit, or so you can force them to overextend and punish them. That's what it's really effective at.
I gotta agree on that. It makes people who are usually dead cautious on defense, like you'll come across a player like Jack, right? His defense is absurd. He'll block for years if he needs to, right? And you'll see that with Dizzy. It gets them going like, wait a minute, I need to do something. But Laki, still showing that they've got an immaculate Elphelt, taking a round. Oh boy, with that burst advantage on the final round here.
Oh, and that air fireball, the air gunshot was actually really nice. Catching Aboii in the sandwich. There's the counter hit, but too far away to get any kind of meaningful conversion. Does get it this time, though. Straight into the Bon Voyage.
Mission incredible. Oh, the jacket supply gets the GS, but unfortunately not going to get anything mental. The projectile comes back, brings you back down to the ground. Oh god. The wings. They are spread.
Ooh. Oh, whipping the throw, though. That was unfortunate. Tried to get the throw before the Ice Fish came in and forced Laki in the block stun, but it just didn't work. Nice 6P into Michael's sword, though.
Good defense. Oh, the Wild Assault. That either hit or that opened them up for chip damage. Either or, Laki gonna be taking their first game, and this is looking like one of those sets that's gonna go down to game 5. But there's one thing you've got to ponder, Jobber.
It's the fact that Potemkin exists, right?
Yeah, like you go from an angel to a demon. That's crazy. Ezekiel 77.
Ezekiel 77 is crazy. Look, Dizzy is a goddess with a human heart, all right? We love, well, that's our queen.
Yeah.
And as a king, I know my queens, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Potemkin looks like a demon, heart of gold. This is some good defense. What a 6B knocking out the sky, and just like Aboii has the corner unlocked, and they're trying to play with the ice floor, and they're certainly going to be able to cash out here.
That was a really good conversion as well with the rising JP to actually get the ice floor pickup. Uh-oh, Bomboyaz once again straight to the other side of the wall.
Oh, the gold burst. The jacket though. What a well-timed throw.
I had to do a double take because I didn't realize that gold burst would keep the bomb on you.
I had no idea, actually. Yeah, that threw me off as well. I didn't even clock onto that. I didn't even realize that was a part of the equation. I'm like, yeah, good throw. Yeah, gold burst. Jesus. A Laki.
Counter hit, though. The bombs do stay on hit, but yeah, I know the bombs stay on hit, but there's something about a burst that just makes you think it shouldn't. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Pat?
Yeah. It's kind of like you're using your ultimate meter, right? It's like, surely this counters it, and then you find out, no, it doesn't.
Burst is like the ultimate reset to neutral. Uh-oh, but there we go. Wings of Light are active. There's the YRC. That's a great response, actually. Immediately shuts down the wings.
Right, but that's actually quite brutal. Wow, cool pickup from Aboii, cashing out for the kill. And that was a cool one, the little reset into the reset.
Yeah, the double Michael Sword loops are always so sick. Michael Sword to blow up the Bridal Express, too.
Oh, what an approach. Able to try getting whiffing the 5H. Could have potentially been punished if Laki was on it, but as well as Laki does have that corner advantage, and now they're going left, right with the bomb chocolate. Should be able to cash out some decent damage, but burst into the corner. This is bad.
Yeah, I like that burst a lot, though, from Aboii. It didn't want to get caught in the same left, right, just completely turned around like we were earlier on in the set. Still going to get caught, and Laki just needs to get to the wall. Doesn't get the break, but the mix-up does it. Laki taking the lead.
And now it is time to ponder yet again. Does Laki, will Aboii stick to that Dizzy? Maybe this is his Dizzy bracket. Who knows, right? Oh, he's waiting. He's hopped on.
Thinking about it. There it is. I could be your angle or your double.
And then double he will be. Potemkin versus Elphelt. Bit of a peculiar matchup. As someone who's played this a good bit with a lot of the EU lads, you've kind of got to be on point as Potemkin, because those left-rights, as soon as you catch them, you're able to cash out, and you're seeing it right now. Aboii already has the corner.
Yep, already conditioning as well, going for all strike. There it is, Pop Buster. They call him the Gripper.
Do they? Jeez. Needs one more clean hit too. What check, and the RC should be able to kill. My lord, he is on it, and Aboii has already shown you. You gotta be cautious. This is Potemkin now.
Trying to go for the Pop Buster again. But now about to get sent through the wall. Oh, missed the pickup. That was really unfortunate. Isn't going to miss it this time, though, and absolutely does get the wall break. Already committed to the Rekka, though, so didn't get the bomb.
Woohoo! Good JP from Laki. Gold burst is out. This is dangerous. Catches the backdash, and they're cashing out the Gigantor combo. And I believe this is the burst safe one. No longer burst safe at that point. But Gigantor yet again.
The heat tackle, another Pop Buster. This one's for the Screamers.
Jesus, man. Jesus.
Right into the Gigantor guy as well.
As someone who mains Potemkin to a sickening degree, it can be very hard to support him at times. That is all I'm going to say. Because there's times where it's like, you know what, this is a matchup. It's like, okay, you know what, Pot Elphelt, he does pretty decently into it, does like pretty solid 6-4, who knows. And then there's times where he's a demon. And that was those demon time.
I don't even think about that, to be honest. I just think about how busted makes me feel good. All right. There's the 5P anti-air. Faking out the Buster this time. Actually catching the jump back there from Laki.
god, so much damage to that. And then the heat tackle's free because of the meter. Pressure! Oh, you don't expect it, man. Mentally, you're like, it's meaty or Garuda, but now it's close slash, it's 5p, it's tackle. It can come from anywhere.
Oh, the chiropractor himself. Oh, gets the armor. Great trade. That trade is perfect for Aboii, keeping Laki locked down in the corner, but a well-placed backdash allows us to escape.
Lockout. Laki representing the Bum Bum Chocolate in a very interesting manner, probably bait heavenly. And that is a very good way to counter Slide Head on defense. Laki building up the momentum. Surely should be able to get a solid pickup. That they do, but Potemkin's a healthy boy. He ate his veggies growing up. He's on it.
Yeah. And again, Laki is getting caught in these situations where they're committing to the Rekka, so they're not able to get the wall break with the super. Not going to matter, though. Still securing the round. Now, final game, final round. Laki coming into this with no burst on deck.
Yeah, it's going to be great to see who'll break away, who's going to be going to loser side very early on. No idea, but Laki's certainly off to a good start. Bahama Fall on defense being represented.
Oh, deflect shield into the Bridal Express. Tried to bait out the burst, but smart plays. Gold burst there from Aboii.
Oh, Lord, he coming. Oh, Lord, he coming.
Hold on, you're dead. You're actually dead. Oh, my God. Take her up to heaven and bring her down to hell.
Jesus, man. Aboii. Certainly on it today. He's gonna be continuing the bracket now. Okay, do some crazy like lyric work.
Yeah.
And then I immediately thought of like, oh, they're also bringing back some of the Edge Runner, like Cyber's like punk tracks. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But first set here.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting
MediKit and
Anji up against A.B.A to kick things off, and A.B.A already starting off with that Jealous Rage.
Try approach in now. Anji's a bit awkward, but what a far slash again and just let MediKit has already started. And they've got to worry about setting up that jealousy, but they're close enough. And that should certainly do it. They should be able to snowball from this wall break.
Yeah, doing a fantastic job extending the pressure there with the Wild Assault, getting to a full bar of that Jealous Rage. And that's going to be a quick round one here for MediKit.
They're looking pretty confident. Now, I know Anji's like an awkward character to fight, so a lot of people tend to like be a bit more cautious, but MediKit seems like they are like so understanding of how to fight this character. Like, look at this, well placed 2S, and they're already cashing out. The jealousy's at max. This could be another steamroll.
Oh my God! Straight into the super. Keeper of the key, putting you straight through the wall. And yeah, look at this empty jump with the throw. It is all MediKit right now.
Aye, the overhead, the curb stomp to certainly finish it. MediKit up 1-0. And yeah, the fact that they're confident when fighting Anji, it can't be reiterated enough. This is a very awkward character to fight. Not easy to understand. And they're calling out all the aerial approaches, snuffing a lot of the grounded approaches, and they're just capitalizing on jealousy. That's the main thing that's been happening.
Absolutely. What is with chat already? We just started off and chat's asking me who's my favorite Uma. I don't even know what that means.
Same. What does that mean?
Is that the horse girls? Uma Mesame?
Oh my God. I've been seeing that all over my Twitter. And you know what? I get it. Like, you guys enjoy it. But every time I see it, I'm like, God damn, this is like really taking over.
I like Centauria. All right, there's the close slash. Nice big pickup.
A 2H approach. Dagger in. This is quite bro. Red needs to think about how they're going to escape. And what a mash out with the far slash.
All right, the close slash into the 2D. I like the FD that we're seeing there from MediKit doing such a good job weathering the storm.
Hey, cheeky reset with the overhead. Well, unfortunately, can't get anything off of it. Nice pickup off the 2P. Even has an RC combo to reset the butterfly. MediKit made a good tech on the throw, but at the end of the day, that butterfly into the bird allowed Red to keep the pressure going.
Yeah, Red also just utilizing that 2P to great effect, right? When you don't have a DP, 2P basically is your reversal. But oh no, gets caught in the skies, and that's gonna be another round.
MediKit had a bit of a harder time on that one, I would say, without a doubt. Not an easy round to take, but this one is certainly looking like the snowball. Oh my God, that's a Dragon Ball Fighters mix. Hit you with the left, right so quickly.
And trying to bait out the burst there too. That was so nasty. Red just keeps getting clipped at every angle.
That's a misunderstanding, surely. Oh,
that was, I believe, probably a jump air throw, like trying to go for an air throw and accidentally got the deflect shield. Either way, still going to close out game number 2 with a perfect. It's been all MediKit so far.
Aye, absolutely amazing. Now, another thing that I love about NA brackets, right, is that usually when it comes to EU brackets, you see all the different flags. It is so funny just seeing like USA.
Like, of course, each other.
Yeah, no, it's always a team kill up here, man. It's always a team kill.
But we do have some representation. People do like to rock the flags from the countries that their family comes from or that they were originally born from. So we'll see some of that later on in the bracket. Right now, though, it is all just red, white, and blue. Emphasis on the red with the amount of blood we're seeing on screen.
Oh, yeah, that could have been actually quite brutal. Well-placed burst, always recommend doing it before the wall. If the wall comes into play and you gotta guess with burst, it is not a nice situation. Wow. And what a well-placed super.
Yeah, that hard knockdown, able to squeeze out just the end of this Jealous Rage and gets it at the buzzer there. MediKit now in set point.
They can certainly close it. Oh, but what a /ret. Checking the dash up, and just like that, Anji pressure is on. Time to hold the Fujin into throw. And representing a weird safe jump, but certainly a decent play, but the Danzai.
Danzai, one of the craziest moves in the entire game. Uninstall into the dash forward throw. Gets the JD, dropping the key on the throw attempt.
Ooh, this could be a kill, but they're looking out for the burst. Brett doesn't want to give it up, and I love that. Use the meter before the burst, though, and now you have to guess with it, but you dead.
Doesn't even get the opportunity there, even through the Japanese guts. That is the effect of blocking too much and getting that risk gauge up.
To have. Maybe Johnny? Not 100% sure, but, you know, we'll find out. We're going to be heading into it. And I can imagine Oddball certainly having to be a bit of Sisyphus right now. They got to push up against that boulder, which is Johnny neutral.
Yeah, a little bit there. Those big buttons from Johnny do come out quicker than Goldlewis is. I think 2P is going to be your friend to try and challenge some of this pressure here. But right now, got to figure out a way to escape from the corner.
And they're trying to guess with a couple of 6Ps. Unfortunately, not easy to throw out against those Johnny normals, as they can just, as you saw, misfire or play cool. Good approach here.
Now pushing to the corner once again. It's looking like our strategy to get out of the corner is just to go through the wall, unfortunately, here for Oddball starting off.
A painful way to go, but certainly a way to deal with that corner pressure. And Oddball going for a fairly greedy JD. MjKurase getting caught off guard, and now it's Oddball's turn to steamroll.
Oh, yep, you see, trying to stop there with the dash, harass with that 2K, but not going to quite work out. There's the burst. Not even like a burst on hit, just a burst to get some breathing room.
Good luck. And Zenga went for the low. That is so cheeky. And of course, MjKurase able to set the corner. Oddball did not give a damn. No, went for the 2P, but unfortunately still stuck. And MjKurase looking like this could be it for them. This could be their first match. They're so confident. They've got the meter. I think this might be it.
Yeah, it's a difficult comeback here for Oddball. You could go for a deflect shield to create that space, but does get clipped by the JP into the throw. All that because Oddball got the 2P, the close slash, and then tried to bait out the burst, but for some reason just let go of holding back when they jumped forward and got hit by the burst, and that just allowed MJ to steamroll the rest of it.
An absolute mad, like, starting indeed for MJ. You can sort of feel the, what's the word I'm looking for? The presence that MjKurase has in the screen, where it's like, yeah, have fun trying to deal with this fella who's really good at locking down, and once he gets the corner, it's high-low guess for your life. And Oddball needs to kind of play a little less scrambly, play like a bit of a slower Goldlewis style, stall a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why we sometimes jokingly call Johnny skinny Goldlewis, right? He has some of the scary things that Goldlewis has. The guard break pressure, the 50-50s, though his are really unreactable. And now look at that, the spacing, gets the 2K.
Oh, what a gold burst, sends you back, and just like able to approach with the drone. This is actually a really good situation for Oddball, but they got to play against that meter perfectly as a super could be represented.
JT is going to hit, opts to just go for a little bit of a reset there instead of trying to pick it up. 6H gets 6P'd.
Oh, 684 gets the JD, but unfortunately messes up the pickup. MjKurase with the throw could turn the tides here, but Oddball still sitting on a bar.
Yeah, and I think one thing that we need to see here from Oddball is when MJ is just constantly throwing out that card, try and swing back somehow, right? Even if it's with the Behemoth Typhoon. Like, don't let him get away for that for free on block pressure.
Oh, but what a 684. Catching the backdash after the plus frames. And, yeah, no, you're right on that aspect. Do not let him just do what he wants. You can't allow it. Oh, big yeet into the corner.
Yeah, but this is the man that never fails. He is going to do what he wants. There's that 5K for the frame trap. Big wall break here. Even more meter. MJ doesn't even need that. Has plenty of it.
Jeez, and gets the low. This is not nice. Oh, 2D. And with the super, should be able to send them through. Jeez in chat. Da-dun! The damage. Not enough, but, you know, one more interaction's all it's needed.
That's a big boy. Gets one opportunity here to survive with the BRC. So difficult to not get hit in a situation like that. And another perfect.
Nice 5H. Holding the ground. Playing it cool with the misfiners, but a nice throw from Oddball. Turning the tides a wee bit. Walking back and forth. The misfiner, but the burst off the table. Had to give up the card, but the drone's in play. Unfortunately, not going to matter.
Yeah, Oddball is just having a very difficult time navigating around all of this misfiner pressure. And the 6K misstep backwards has just been so strong here for MJ, not allowing Oddball to really get a read on when it's their turn to press.
Oi, nice 2D. One more hit away from a kill, and just like that, a whiff throw will cost you. MjKurase up to, one more match to go. So far, a lot of confident players on screen. We went from MediKit to MjKurase, needs one more, could knock out Oddball. And I wish Oddball the best of luck, because this is looking more and more brutal as the set continues.
Yeah, I think Oddball is just missing out on a lot of opportunities to actually kind of steal turns back, right? A lot of the stuff that MJ is doing isn't exactly real. It's real in the sense if you keep blocking, it's going to be real. But a lot of this we're seeing, close slash, far slash into just card toss. And Oddball is just kind of allowing it to happen.
And yeah, it can be hard to check that type of stuff, especially in the game, because you've got to focus with your own game plan, and all of a sudden you find one of the top dogs on Johnny. So you can feel it. You can certainly feel it.
I feel this resub coming through as well from Potato Shimai. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Oh, this is a very good start now for Oddball.
Oh, yeah, used a ton of security meter just for Oki, but it ain't gonna matter. The right side will get the kill. Not too sure about the optimization there, but it ain't gonna matter too much. You got the kill, you're back into it.
Now we just gotta get a point on the board here. Difficult position, has to make this reverse 3-0 for Oddball. And the first step is getting out of this corner. Nice 2P.
Ooh, what a 5K check from MJ. Just like that, momentum snuff, but what a 6P on defense. Oddball is right back into it with the knockdown.
Yeah, I want to see more of that. I want to see more challenging. Obviously, it was kind of put in a position where they were afraid to challenge because early counter hits. But you cannot allow MJ to get away for free with this pressure. That was a beautiful pickup there off of the 2P, that bionic elbow.
Wait,
That's the American dream.
That's my first time hearing that. That's funny. Oh, Christ. Good block. The card's in play. What a JD, but it's not enough. Got patience now. You can certainly feel the tension. Both of them try to hold the screen, but the misfiner cash out. MjKurase is on set point. Could sadly knock out Oddball. Best of luck to the fellow. Hopefully they can bring it back. Take us to game 5.
That's the thing, Oddball is getting better and better as every round goes on. With every subsequent round, it's learning more and improving. But the problem is it just might be too little, too late at this rate. The Oddball going to try to prove us wrong. Oh, no! What?
I think what happened was Oddball's mentality. He's like, oh, I'm jumping over. That means I might need to block the other way. Not gonna happen. You have to block the same way still. So he may have messed himself up mentally, which is so sad because now MjKurase has the momentum and only really needs a couple of clean hits to get the win here.
One problem of being a big, meaty boy like that. Getting caught by the super. Ooh. There's the White Wild Assault. Get out of jail.
Oh no! What an approach! And I think MjKurase has just solidified a win. 3-0 Can be continuing on in the bracket, and do keep in mind this is Pulse Hunger versus CloverDragon, the Millia and May, which, oh my god, season 1 matchup. I have not seen that since back in the day.
I'll say I haven't seen totsubunger on stream in a while, at least the tournaments that I've commented. So good to see totsubunger back here on the May as Potato Shimai comes in with the 100 bits cheer. Thank you so much for the support.
Thank you. Oh, but yeah, very interested to see a different flag as well. We got Canada up there. Some rivalry has started, but CloverDragon certainly looking like a solid Millia. Some good poke damage coming in left and right of some good high-low mix-ups, but what a 2H on defense! Oh my god!
Wow, okay. Immediately going for some mix-up there. 5D is going to connect with the tap dust, and that's going to be the round there for totsubunger.
Jesus Christ, that was a combo. That is a rare May combo. 2H on defense. You don't see that often. Ooh. Running left, keeping it calm. Let the 2K check your shins. CloverDragon setting up the disc. Gonna be able to do it again, and this is some cheeky Millia mix getting started up with the hair car.
Alright, gets the 2K2D, send up the disc once again. Oh my god, I thought it was actually Clover who got the throw there. Instead it was Totsu.
Nice. Jumps in, staggering, goes for the hair car, feints the overhead, feints the low, and goes right back into it for the throw. Low reward for quite the high amount of meter used. Jeez, man. Yeah, CloverDragon. See when they start getting momentum? It's looking dead good. It's such minuscule damage being cashed out in every interaction. So totsubunger, all they realize is like, oh, if I just play for interactions, right? Play a bit cool, maybe use the meter on defense, I can maybe turn this into an easy win.
Yeah, you don't need a whole lot of meter to actually do tons of damage to Millia, right? Oh, but there's the JH, able to hit. Finally, CloverDragon trying to turn up that engine. Eating up.
Ooh, spreading the wings for the super. We're cashing out. Super tends to heal the opponent, doesn't really do a lot of damage. But with that Oki, you're able to represent some decent mix, but totsubunger made the air throw read, which Clover was able to actually shimmy away, run away from it.
That was a great pickup too, but now totsubunger sitting on 100 tension here. Gets the anti-air 5D. Is going to be no RC on the 2D? That would have been able to close it out, but the throw was going to do it.
Goofy character.
I got scared. I got scared for a second.
Same, because it's feeling very scrambly in moments where it's like, oh yeah, you've got a hold of the reins. This is an easy win. Get your throw, and it feels so scrambly. And you know that's the nature of Millia. Just calling out her aerial escapes gets you in that mindset of like, oh, I've just got to go, 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 and that can cause you to trip on your own feet.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be really difficult, especially when you're trying to chase a character as quick and as slippery as CloverDragon's Millia. But one thing I think that really does benefit May in this matchup is Millia is kind of the queen of the skies, right? To beat Millia, you need to keep her grounded. You cannot allow her to have that air superiority. And May has some best-in-class air buttons that lead to obscene damage.
Oh, yeah, you've got obviously JD, good throw. You've got JH, and then you've got up dolphins if you want to make that read on defense. So a lot of things you got to consider, and that's a nice 2H. Again, the 2Hs are played so damn well from totsubunger.
All right, yeah, very solid round.
Oh, we're punishing the 5H. That is an uncommon occurrence. Very strong button, hard to catch.
The wall break. Nice with the 2H. No hard knockdown, though, so it's right back to neutral. Positive bonus play here on Totsu's side. Able to get the PRC, a pretty late PRC on the Dolphin as well, into that overhead.
Ooh. Even has the Kara optimals. Very nice with the super. One more interaction needed, but it's all about bait and burst. Well placed from Clover, which could potentially start to come back, but you're so low on resources. totsubunger, immaculate anti-air read. Gonna lead to a 2-0 scenario. So one more to go for the May Bros.
That was quite an absurd 6P, actually. Hard to call out on that Artemis. Get that chicken wing out of here. Why do we have a Nightbot makeup? That's crazy.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hope May wins. I remember that one. I haven't seen that in ages.
Been a while because we never see May anymore.
Not true. There's not many mains in NA. It's the same with like EU. Obviously, we do have one of the best, like being Slash, but he doesn't take part in many online scenes, so it's fairly rare to see Mei. Usually in offlanes you may see it. That's a good throw. Totsubunger already dominating in terms of the round start.
Oh, look at the fake outs here. Just standing right in front of CloverDragon, harassing with 5H into Totsugeki over and over. And there it is. Yep, was just waiting for the throw. You saw they walked up a bit and stopped to see what CloverDragon was going to do. Realized that CloverDragon is completely committed to blocking, so just went for the full block pressure to condition him to get that throw.
Boy, and Totsubunger. Oh, jeez Louise. Look at the damage. They're not done yet.
I thought Millia's a mix-up character. What are we doing here? Dolphin to the other side, taking corners? Oh!
Oh, overhead kiss for the finish. Gets the kill. Totsubunger with the 7 golden letters. It's neutral. You've got to delay yourself a little bit. You've got to choose your options like a bit more steadily, because that spin changes the way it's played so hard.
Yeah, absolutely. No one else is hard. Anonymous gifting some subs to tight panties. Appreciate you, Anonymous. Thank you. I'm sure they're going to enjoy that.
Bet they will. But yeah,
Damn fan in the chat, I guess, huh?
Okay.
Oh, but here we go. An immediate burst. Not bad. Now trying to be very, very patient. And gets caught on the very first command dash in. That's crazy.
Boy, Fujin pressure certainly started. Keeping it calm. Daggering with the Fujins. Looking to play empty. I love this. MacMens has been so aware about DP, but SauceQue picks their perfect time to represent it, and it's allowed them to turn the tides. Tyrant right for the cash out on the wall. Just in range. That's solid damage to help. Already evened up.
Alright, harassing. Oh, into the fast RC, close slash right into the super, pack him up for round number 1.
Damn. MacMens able to turn the tides in a matter of moments so far. Playing at camp, looking for an opportunity for both sides to approach, and good bar slash to really delayed it for that counter hit startup. And SauceQue right back in with the Sun Dipper. Can't call it by its name.
The Sun Dipper.
Yeah, I've explained this before, but Backpack got demonetized when I said the name of that move.
Yes,
so...
yes, we did too. We did too.
Seriously?
Yes, the first week he came out, and I was like, all right, I'm not calling it that.
Yeah, you've got to call it like Sun Dipper or something like that. I think that really helps it, but oh, what a cash out from MacMens. It's going to be able to deal with some solid damage, and then you've got that bulky pressure coming up. SauceQue does have a bar though.
Oh, but nice! Just with the well-placed IBFD to push out and get that whip punch with the bar slash.
No. Oh, that's a bit, and I believe you're dead. Has 2 bars. This is a very easy combo, but MacMens wants to take it to the wall, wants to be 100% sure. I respect it, and that is going to be the first game for the MacMens.
That was not a bad idea, though, from SauceQue to go for the fast RC immediately into the DP, actually. I wonder if that would have beat Midare. If we went for the fish, I wonder if that would have actually beat it out. That would have been an interesting interaction. I definitely, that's something I'm going to have to lab.
Yeah, you know what? That is a very good question, because I believe the fish iframes are on it for quite a wee bit, so it may have been able to beat TP there, but generally I have no idea until you sit in the lab and figure out. But MacMen's obviously happy with that good read that they made on the DP, as that's, you know, led to this situation here. They're up 1-0, and they're already... Dude, the IBFDs, Jesus!
They're so important, and like in this game, it's very underrated how important they are, but it's super difficult to do, right? 2 frames is your window to go for an IB, and then let alone having the FD held in the meantime as well to get that pushback.
It's absurd. It's absurd. And these players have it down. There's times where you'll see a Rhythm, and you're like, my god, they got Rhythm. It's wild to see. But good tech in the throw. Has to try and play a poke-based game to escape the corner. But SauceQue, well aware that you got to approach into them, is already taking the corner right back.
Getting caught though on the backdash attempt. Yeah, not trying to follow up. Ooh, but we can slide right on in with our own Stun Dipper.
Oh, the top 5D into the RC, but not enough. Sin a healthy fella, as you can tell, you know? He gets his protein. Oh, good hit here. With the cash out, the peak driver, leading to ride the lightning. Not the 100-bar version, doesn't have that cash out with, but the pressure from this is going to be immaculate.
And the 2S gonna hit its mark. MacMens trying to get a big lead here on Sasuke. 2-0 lead would be monumental.
I love the patience, the little stare down. Feels like an old western, but Sasuke shooting first. Oh, but the burst sends you back. MacMens again, bit of a stare out, nice 6-speed, denies the airspace. That's gonna let them cash out, get the pressure started from the Oki, and they got a bar to work with. It's actually a really strong scenario for MacMens.
Alright, again, sliding on in, gets the guard break this time. Oh, but the just defend actually keeping Sasuke close in the second hit of the 5H. Very well played there from MacMens into the 5D. Not gonna be enough to kill here, but does get the wall break.
One more hit is all it takes. MacMens is certainly playing the character where that can happen. Oh, blood drop! Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's break it down real quick. One of the issues that I'm actually kind of noticing here with Sasuke, at least wouldn't be an issue normally, but the fact that MacMens is really countering it, is that Sasuke will back up a lot and kind of reset things to neutral, but sits at that range where it's just the tip of Beak Driver or just the tip of Elk Hunt, right? And then either wants to try an IAD from that range, Elk Hunt from that range, or Beak Driver from that range. Because of how far away we are, any follow-up you do, like Beak Driver, okay, that's quick. But Elk Hunt or IAD, it's just too far away, and MacMens can easily react to any option from that distance, right? If you IAD in, there it is again, 6P, right? IADing from that far range. Needs to actually kind of get in to a range where MacMens can't really react to some of those options.
No, you're absolutely calling it, like, down to the T. It's a matter of spacing, and despite the fact that Anji probably has, like, crappier pokes in the matchup, if you could play to your space and play reactive, just like that, you're seeing it again. Even with a spin read as well, MacMens is just able to turn the tides in a matter of seconds and then just snowball it from there. So you're absolutely right making that call. Not something I didn't even clock there.
Yeah, and you can see it's already costing Sasuke in this round as well, just trying to go for a lot of those kind of jump scare options from too far away, which gives MacMens plenty of room to react to them and counter them accordingly. Again, look at this, backdashing, creating that space. And there we get it, right there, Elk Hunt right on in. This time MacMens, see, it gives MacMens all the room that he needs to actually kind of predict what's coming next.
Again, you're absolutely right. You've called it down to the wire. And now Sasuke hopefully will be able to realize that own weakness that they're having, that spacing is the problem. Because if they don't clock on, the comeback's not going to happen, sad as it is to say. And MacMens may be able to take it here. They're right in the corner. This is pretty brutal, so they got to defend well enough. Oh, the 2D. This could be all she wrote.
Yeah, because we're not seeing a whole lot of, like, you know, I think that is it, yeah, with the super. But we didn't really get into a position where we got to see a lot of, like, 6K. We didn't get to see a whole lot of Poof Stomp, things like that, right? Because we were just trying to play that long-range poking game, which was not working out at all, unfortunately, there.
Has something that I would call consistent corner pressure and a bit more, like, inconsistent neutral. So they probably like Elphelt for the pressure base, I suppose, and maybe that's what appeals to Aneema.
Also, just, you know, she's a good waifu too, right? So.
Oh, this is true. Yeah, the waifu player, you know. Like, gotta be very adjusted. Yeah, shout out Sandy Murray.
One thing about Elphelt, though, is that her offense is just fun to do, right? I played her a bit when she came out, just, you know, like we do with every character, and man, it is fun to just do Rekkas and throw out Pine Berries and just keep looping people with offense.
Oh god, the copy paste already started. No, you're absolutely right about that. In terms of looping offense, you're already seeing it. Aneema has just been non-stop after that first hit interaction. And now they're, like, Eddventure finally getting a bit of room to breathe. They're like, oh my god, finally, I gotta take a turn. Pressure started, but no, Bob Chocolate to escape. Needs one more interaction, but why? 6P from Eddventure.
Oh, but the 2P press out. Aneema able to secure the first round.
Like, pretty fun starting indeed. Oh, hey. They got in play.
That rifle shot was actually crazy, too. Prevented Eddventure from actually getting up and going for any kind of option. Was forced to block in that situation. And here we go. The bomb jacket is on.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is bro. You got to defend. I like representing the 2K into nothing. You're like checking the neutral while still being able to block in time for the jacket. But sadly, Aneema capitalizes on the block stun, takes their turn, sends you through the wall, and you're seeing it. They are on it on the Elphelt. I believe that was a perfect as well. Jesus.
And this is just another example here of... This is another example of, you know, sticking with a character through thick and thin and getting rewarded with your patience. Because Aneema, she was playing Elphelt when Elphelt was arguably not very good. Now, Elphelt has gotten those buffs. Some of those buffs are very consequential. And while she may not be top 5, she obviously can cook. And you're seeing that here tonight.
Oh, nice knockdown. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that regard. Elphelt is not a character you don't see a ton. And on launch, yeah, it was brutal. It was like playing like Sin on launch. Yeah, I remember that period. That was a rough time to be playing Sin.
Yeah.
Ooh. She deals some solid damage. Aneema going for the right side. Goes for the left side. The 2K for the pickup. Knockdown. Going for the right side. I love it. They're playing left and right. Maybe they're a Millia player at heart. Who knows? Who knows?
We're trying to swing though and getting caught. This chip damage is adding up. Mortal counter on the 2H. Gotta make this one count. Aneema, no RC. Saving it for a mix-up or pressure.
Oh. Not gonna get the heck guy.
The slight delay on the record there is what allowed Aneema to punish the whiff 6P.
Aye, and now Aneema, need one more round to take the 2 lead. Eddventure is not allowing that momentum to be started. Throws it right back in their face, sends them through the wall. And that was a meterless confirm as well. That's a lot of damage.
Eddventure now, plenty of meter. 5D is going to connect. Aneema not going to burst at all. And there's a perfect.
Hopefully Eddventure can tie us up. Give us a bit of a longer set because I definitely want it. So these 2 players certainly putting on the show. Aneema already off to the races. Gets the right side. That's a pretty good pickup. So much damage. Could go for a reset. Certainly gets it. Goes for another one. Oh my god. The blender does not stop chopping as Aneema goes up 2-0.
That mix-up was actually really cheeky and really diabolical because it was the gunshot, the rifle shot, pushed Eddventure out of the corner just enough for Aneema's Pineberry to take the corner. Absolutely diabolical stuff on that.
And then they take them to the mid screen where it's like, it's chop time, right? It's blender time. And they just went to town. Even when they blocked the left-right Pineberry, the close slash afterwards caught them trying to like mash out or go for some type of defensive read. Maybe a misplay of meter from Eddventure, maybe wanted to do the parry super and got a misinput. Who knows? But Eddventure certainly feeling the pressure now as Aneema is already off to an amazing round start with one more match to go.
Pushing out a little bit there with the 2Ps.
The big throw. That should be enough. That's going to be enough to kill with the super. The wall's certainly in play. And Eddventure. Yeah, die! Eddventure. Not looking good, man.
Man, Aneema on the cusp of 3-0ing Eddventure right here. This would be massive.
Pressure. Sets up the 2H. Gets a clean hit. Staggering. Gets a solid hit. Going in with the pressure again. The Rickers, they don't stop. And now the bomb jacket is applied. Defense needs to be on point here.
Uh-oh, it's still ticking! Oh, big whip on the 6H though. No punish from Ed.
I don't think this is it. Yeah, there's not enough damage, so they need to opt for a reset. Clever play from Aneema. Eddventure clocking onto that, defends up. Not going to get caught just yet, but the burst is heading back to the corner. Does Eddventure use burst at all on defense or for wild assault pressure? I don't think so. They're going to try their best to hold on to it, but Aneema is still on the cusp of victory.
That was an unfortunate burst there. Whoa, the fast RC to get to the other side. Ooh. But now Aneema just needs that one touch. Still has plenty of tension available. Oh, it gets caught. Looks like got caught going for a backdash maybe, or startup of a YRC, or RC I should say. But the 2P hits its point.
Man, you could certainly feel the tension from both players there, like just staring each other down a little bit. Oh no, we're seeing a little bit of a repeat of last round where Eddventure already sent for the wall, has the bomb jacket, a little bit of deja vu, has to defend it. What a spin into the fish, and that is how you turn a bad situation into a good one. See?
Yep, catching the backdash, immediately into the mix-up once again. Nice throw there from Eddventure, though. Trying to get back into the driver's seat once more, needs to desperately take control of the pace of this matchup.
Oh god, brutal situation, has to defend, gets the overhead. Chasing with the close slash, YRC right back, and that's allowed Aneema to turn, but they have no meter to really capitalize with, and they've just wasted half a bar burst. This is good for Eddventure, but no!
The measured, the patience, waiting to throw out the close slash and securing the counter hit. Aneema gonna take it, moving on to the winner's side with just a unbelievable Elphelt. But we are in store for SauceQue versus Marvelo, our first match of top 48. This is a TNS classic. These two are faded rivals, it feels like.
Yeah, I can't love it as well. SauceQue, she's one of the nicest players on RAM. Like, it was her and Aneema. Now I feel like SauceQue certainly becoming one of the RAM players. They do have a pocket Unica as well. That does look pretty solid. Don't know if we'll get to see that. But Marvelo, the Chipp Meister, Chipp main since day one, the master of the blades, already off to a good start, man.
He flirted a little bit with Slayer, but ended up going back to the Godspeed Ninja here, and there we go. With the Bonsai, able to secure the overhead and a perfect for the first round.
Oh, clean hit. SauceQue setting up the sword, went for the explosion, but the burst going to be denying that. The rope is in play. Marvelo not going to be able to use it though, as SauceQue already takes a turn. But what an escape with the Alpha Blades.
Now just trying to play patient. One thing that Marvelo is a master of is those whiff punishes, right? So good at just reacting to any slight whiff, rushing in with that 5k into the 2D to start running that offense.
Oh, that 5H. Checks there, keeping the pressure going, has 2 bars, so this is actually quite a brutal scenario, but the YRC to deny it. Clever play from Marvelo, burst that put you back in the corner. Again, another clever play. A lot of genius plays going back to back between these players, but the one who capitalizes is SauceQue, as he got a decent bit of damage. And of course, one more interaction rate, but Chipp's not easy catching neutral.
No. Definitely gonna have to use that RC to try and lock down, get another chance. There's the guard break, has an opportunity for a mix-up, just goes for the empty jump close slash. 5D is blocked. Marvelo hanging on by the skin of his teeth, and now swinging back from the ropes.
It's good Rekka pressure to get 2D into another Rekka, but the 6P to deny the approach went for it. Really delayed it, sent it out. And SauceQue playing up the first game. This is usually how you see these two players play. You're talking like down to the wire plays.
But look at the damage! Alright, nice.
Jesus.
That's showing me on one other than tips.
I haven't heard that in ages. Oh, hey.
Okay, hold up. You want to talk about damage?
Oh, he's carrying that as well.
Barrage.
He's too optimal, bro. What do you mean you're carrying that for 1 extra meter? You're crazy, Marvelo. You're crazy. Ooh, no one here. Good 6P. Trying to approach. Does have the burst, so uses for the White Wild. Oh, not White Wild assault. Sorry, Orange. Ooh. Nice. Gets a kill with the JD. Marvelo taking the first game. And you can feel the scramble energy, couldn't you, Jobber?
Absolutely, but I mean, Chipp does thrive in the scramble, right? He is that live fast, die hard character. That really is where he resides. And when he is able to cause a scramble, he has that 3-frame normal, meaning that he can just squeeze in that 5K or that 5P, right? But especially that 5K into that 2D, and suddenly he is in control.
And now we're going to be heading into... I do think that if this momentum carries on, like between these two, constant back and forth, I can see SauceQue winning this round. Like I want to see back and forth, back to back to back. This is the type of set you're paying money to watch, you know. Ooh, big DP.
So lucky for everyone at home, they're getting it for free.
This is true. Boy, good JD. Good 5K check, but unfortunately not close enough for 2D. 2D a bit of a stubby tool on RAM. So in that situation, you just kind of got to take what you can get there.
Oh no, runs right into a big mortal counter though on the 5H. There's the delayed burst. Just let it rip, maximum Chipp.
Oh, this can kill. Because of the RC afterwards. Oh, no. Oh, he jumped!
That is not good. That's not good. Not good, not good.
That's bad. Danger time. Danger, danger. Oh,
no. And then clipped with a 2K. Just one bad input there for Marvelo. Ends up losing the round.
Shame as well, because, like, the supers deal so much damage, like, if they land raw with an RC afterwards. You're talking like insane scaling for a combo. So Marvelo definitely had the kill there, and then they got the memory of a goldfish. Go like, okay, that sort of happened, had a slight accident, doesn't matter too much, play right back into it.
Playing into it indeed. The delayed overhead gonna connect. SauceQue absolutely holding on to that burst gauge, not trying to be a hero.
Clever, clever.
We work smarter, not harder.
This is true. You won't see those plays from SauceQue, I believe. They're not really that type of, like, I'm going to throw out a hero burst. They're too calculated, too optimal for their own good at times. But certainly looking pretty solid with the sword toss. And that should be some decent damage again. Not a ton, no swords, but you got the hardest knockdown.
Yep, into the RC. Nice, good use of the deep like shield. Immediately with the micro dash into the 2K.
Wait. Good blocks. Tries to jump out. Goes for the cross up. Well defended. The health is so low for Marvelo. Yeah, good cash out with the far slash. SauceQue ties up 1-1.
I do agree. I think Chipp's tightrope is the coolest new move. But don't forget, in the next update, we are getting another new move for another character. When it comes to base roster characters, there's not a lot left that haven't gotten a new move. I know Sol and Kai are two of them. Zato.
Leo's another.
Yeah, Leo. I'm gonna put my money on Kai getting a command grab that puts shock state on you.
If he gets a command grab,
and
honestly, honestly, if he gets a command grab, he's jumping up like 10 tier placements.
He already took Sol's Dragon install. Why not give him Wild Throw?
Dude, how cool would it be for Sol's new special move? They literally just give him Dragon install.
I want it. I want it.
That would,
just like I want some more contributions like Onday. Onday coming through with the $15. Thank you so much for the support.
Jesus. Thank you very much, man. So I headed back into SauceQue. Needs one more clean hit. Unfortunately, can't get confirmed off of the 6H. And just like that, pressure time, the shimmy. Yeah, plays. But what a far slash from Marvelo. It's going to get the pick up with the rope.
Wall break didn't have any meter for the super. That's fine. Gonna build up that meter now. As long as we don't die.
Like the patience. Trying to go for some air. The BRC approach. BRC to defend. And SauceQue placed that so well. Well aware that they can try and snuff the aerial approach Marvelo was setting up. And that's allowed SauceQue to take a pretty solid advantage. But burst is equal. And now they've got to consider letting it rip here.
Oh, there's the dash up throw into the RC. Up on the rope. Whoa, just 5H. Okay, into nothing. We're just being so patient. Marvelo was such a big life lead that didn't have to take any unnecessary risks. Gonna cash out here with the 6H to break the wall and take the round with a perfect.
That was such a peculiar, like, 5H into nothing, right? Like, what's going on there? What's in Marvelo's head? One would think burst bait, because, you know, Chipp's normals can recover that quickly, that there's times you can bait it off the normals like that. But it was a very strange bait on the burst, I would say, for sure. And SauceQue has already stolen the momentum. Oh! Oh.
Yeah, that was a brutal round. That's just a Chipp round. Those are the kind of rounds that happen to you when you play Chipp. You have to be mentally ready for them and be ready to absolutely just shake it off and keep going forward.
I honestly, it's insane. It's like, as a grappler, you have to be okay with, like, taking the hits, right? Because you've got plenty of health to work with. But for low health characters, you need to have the opposite mentality of, like, you've got to be okay with taking the hits, because that's just what's going to happen. You're going to get hit eventually. You're going to lose a ton of health. You got to shake it off and get going, like you're saying. So it's very interesting how the big body and the small bodies are like, take the hit, but for different reasons, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think that round is an example of why I think Chipp just kind of struggles at the highest level of Strive, is because he can accidentally lose.
Yeah. Oh, I remember hearing you say that, and I was like, yeah, that's the best way to put it. It's not a mistake sometimes. It's accidental.
Yeah. And look at this. Already, SQ just riding the momentum from that last round. 6P through the sword toss. Deep run, but SQ is ready with the tech.
I love the patience. Oh, but what an RC! And just like that, SQ is on set point. Could knock out Marvelo here and now to loser side. It is top 48, so if Marvelo gets sent to losers now, it's going to have a bit of a trick to get into top 8. And SQ already looking to send them there. Doing some solid work, but what response?
Yeah, that drop at the start of the round was incredibly ominous for Marvelo. Dropping the Wild Assault, didn't get the pickup. Still trying to fight back valiantly. Is going to get the burst back here in this round.
Wow, combo was... Oh my, I thought he was done. I was like, oh, reset opportunity? Nah.
You better believe it.
Oh, dude, without a doubt, Chipp, Saucy's combos. No argument.
Ooh. Good awareness to jump out. Utilizing that Alpha Blade also just to stay mobile in the air. PRC gets the JK. Is it enough? Not quite.
No. Oh, but the chip out certainly does it. That was stressful for Marvelo. Because keep in mind, if they didn't kill there, they got played neutral one more time. They get it. But if they miss it, that happens. See that? 2 hits, 3 hits even. Delete a third of the health bar. You gotta be so cautious. Patience. Oh, what an approach with the far slash for the 6P even.
PRC, another 60 hitting. Too far away though for the Gamma Blade.
Oh, nice. Same side. Far slash, nice counter hit 2S, and that's gonna allow for some solid damage. Got the whole gang involved, sending you through the wall. Now Marvelo, a dominating scenario, but he's gotta be worried about that meter they're up against. Nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah, going for the burst there immediately on the sword toss. Did not want to get his ass set into the corner. Oh, but does get tossed.
Don't let it happen again.
Oh, you might be dead. More Tabato here. Is it enough to kill? No, with only one sword, it's not enough.
Yeah, I know you're on a minuscule amount of health for both sides. With hardly any meter work with, SQ having the positive bonus, so it is very solid to capitalize with. You've got that bar, you've got the sword.
Here, we're about to jump straight into our next match, which is the aforementioned DomiWurld and Scambolini.
So many good players. I also see my boy One Desser is popping off. You don't know One Desser? Potemkin main that's starting to rise up the ranks. So I saw that. I clocked that. And they're going to be fighting SQ.
Rise up.
The Potemkins rise up. They have to fight SQ though. So that's going to be stressful indeed. I wish them the best of luck when we get that on stream. But here we go. Scambolini, DomiWurld, the battle of father and son, Sun Dipper and Scum Dipper.
Not only that, we have Get Over Nightmares playing as well. One of the best songs.
Oh, they understood the assignment. They understood the assignment indeed. Ooh. Eating up. Very peculiar play. Now DomiWurld. Pretty. Oh, solid send main. Very well known.
Oh wait, this isn't Get Over Nightmares. Hold up. No, this is Unica's theme. This is Unica's theme. This is Carp DM. Still what? Yeah. You know what? Keeping it in the family. We're good.
That's true. I don't know a single lyric in this song besides "Burn the Ground," and then that's it. Oh,
this song is insane. Daisuke was cooking. Right now, just like DomiWurld cooking there with the wall break.
What a far slash, what the pickup, what the super as well. Yeah, that is one thing you've got to worry about when it comes to Sin. This character can cash out pretty solidly. Like if he lands a normal, gonna use stamina. If they don't have stamina, they're gonna use tension. They don't got tension, they're gonna use burst. And then they change between all the resources to try and cash out as much as can. It's scary to deal with. Oh my god!
But was able to still get the wall break there because of the slump.
That's insane. That is insane. Oh, what DP.
Flying on in into the RC. Tap Dust is going to connect. DomiWurld with the immediate burst.
Ooh, good luck. DomiWurld, a bit scared right now. Yeah, you could tell. Wanted to play patient, went for a mash play. Scambolini capitalizes, approaches, gets the kill, and they're up 1-0.
Giving DomiWurld some fatherly discipline here.
This is a very fun set to watch because both players are trying to play neutral in their own little way, and it's all about who has the scummier dipper, you know.
The scummier dipper. That's true. I think that goes to Sin because he can guard break afterwards, and that's kind of scummy.
That's true. But what about the 7-frame low that approaches?
True. And you can RC to keep safe. Oh no, landing on the heavy stun edge. Immediate heavy DP there from Scambolini, knowing that they can pick up off of it.
Oh, what a 2S as well. Into the right, the lightning. This could potentially get the wall because it is such a good super. And DomiWurld cashing it pretty well. Able to get the pressure going. Good DP from Scambolini. So far, pretty successful in all their DPs. Again. Oh, wait. Dragon install. Dragon install. Please. Please.
Come on, do it. Yeah! Ready or not! Dragon install in to win, baby! In to win!
That's it, man. That's all we've been waiting for. Because it's so sad. When I was watching last TNS last week, it was just Dragon install into loss, into loss, into loss. Today we see the opposite. But DomiWurld striking back and like, okay, you may be hyped, but people damage.
Oh no, but this is gonna be damaging as well. Oh no, the 5H didn't pop up. That was weird. Got it just a little too late, I think.
Oh wait, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, this is some solid damage, but it's all about bait and burst. And Domi doesn't bite on any form of burst, just lets it rock.
100 tension though, not gonna matter if you get touched. Great throw tech, slide on in. Whoa! I'll show you a stun dipper, all right.
Oh, he does it again. So nice you do it. It baited the burst after, not the burst, the YRC after 6k. God damn, was not expecting that. Scambolini up to DomiWurld. Pondering now. What do we gotta do to adapt? Is it the DPs? Because I feel like that's what's really been giving Scambolini the momentum to like steal it right back from them.
It's been tough. But also, I want to give a special shout outs to Black Man Tax. Happy birthday, by the way. I see you in the chat. Glad you're spending your birthday here with us, watching some TNS. Hope you're having a good one.
Happy birthday, big man. Yeah, enjoy the cake. Hopefully you didn't get your nips and dumps and all that. And had a good time on. Oh, good pickup. Scambolini already off to the races. Jesus, man. Ooh. Pressure, Scum Dipper into the RC, backs up. Wanted whip punish, but that move got some reach to it. Can't whip punish from that reach.
Well, you know, it's Black Manta X. we're scrubbing that one from the VOD.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Jesus.
I'm just gonna remove myself from the stream now, okay?
Don't worry about it. He fades off into existence, and Scambolini was about to do the same to DomiWurld with that health point. Good deflect, and pokes his way into a kill. Very nice, and that's that point now for Scambolini.
Oh, nice jump back. Beautiful 6P into the beak. Driver gets the pick up on the tumble as well.
Oh no! Page projectile right in front of your face at DomiWurld. Unfortunately missed the challenge, and that could have cost them. This could cost them, but who knows? Domi's bringing it back.
The throw, OTG. Bar slash, very nice. Slide on in, goes for the RC this time. Yep, wants a heavy stun so you can get the coast-to-coast routing.
Oh my god, Kai combos are so slick, they're too smooth. And that bar's being built up. If they take it, oh yeah, no, that's it. Right to the lightning for the kill.
Just enough. Scambolini moving on. Agree. One Desu speaks.
Believe it.
I'm listening. One Desu has one fan. It's me. One Desu has no fans. I do not exist.
Real. Jobber 316. But one Desu already off, getting a bit of damage, but they're put into the corner. And the thing that is brutal about this matchup is Potemkin in the corner, even though Flick's a good read, you gotta use it well enough, and if you don't, it can genuinely cost you. It is matchup solely based upon using Flick well enough, and if it doesn't happen, that's it. So who knows? Bet Gigantor Kai for the chase though.
Oh, hold on, Gigantor Kai just proving to be a shield.
Oh, the throw. SauceQue got the pressure on. Close slash. Sights to back up. Oh, the hammer falls represent one Desu's in. 5p into close slash. Good wire C deny that offensive structure. Now SauceQue gonna be able to send him through the wall. Should be enough to kill.
Yeah, with 5H there it is.
So far, I think I've called every kill. Besides Marvelo dropping the combo, I've called every kill. And if you don't know, I'm cursed about that. I cannot call a kill to save my life.
No curses tonight. Oh. Only blessed up. See if we can get some 6Ps in here from one Desu. Oh, one Des. I'm gonna say Desu, okay?
You could say Desu. You could say one Des. Up to you. You could just say one. Yeah, one on offense, one on defense. Oh god.
That's Ichi Des.
You could go for full weave routing. Absolutely. But SauceQue needs one more clean hit to kill Desu here. Sends out the sword on the deflect. Clever play indeed. And they're right up 1-0.
Yeah, and this is going to be a struggling matchup. Like you mentioned, Flick is going to be so incredibly important. I mean, Desu is going to spend so much time in the corner, right? That is Potemkin's home in this matchup. And having to deal with the sword explosions and the guard break is just a complete nightmare.
It's brutal, right? If you saw like a pilot into this matchup, like Aboii or Andros, you'll see some really well-placed flicks with some random neutral options being mixed in at the same time, and you'll understand how a Potemkin can do very well into this. But if that doesn't happen, you're seeing what's happening with one Desu, not too familiar with the flick timings, and it's kind of costing them, as SauceQue is able to capitalize, do so much damage, and kind of get a lot of counter hits in the set.
And that hard knockdown is brutal as well, just looping this offense over and over, right? Because after the wall break, you get put a little closer to the corner. Just makes it even more difficult for Desu to escape this nightmare.
One more hit, so it's needed. SauceQue with the sword toss goes same side. That's a cross up. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Jesus.
Oh, and the whiff punish there, right into the Daru. Absolutely disgusting. There's the wake-up gold burst. Okay, Desu with a chance.
Oh, I could smell a heavenly there, not gonna lie. The little hammer fall, I'm like, that would have been a great situation. But SauceQue not allowing the meter to be used so far. One Desu has, that's brutal. Yeah, that cross-up is so nasty to deal with. And then you're stuck in more pressure with 2 bars of meter. How are you gonna capitalize? What are you gonna do with it? Oh! Wall and blade.
Just walking menacingly. Heavenly! Potemkin! Buster, why are you jumping? Well, what? That's gonna land on it. That's gonna throw into it. No, just a little too far away to actually get the full confirm.
Ah! But he's in it. He's in it. One Desu, one opportunity. Pass the peak, 2 bars of beer, and that's the super. It's the super used on defense. SauceQue escapes up to and when round sitting on 2 bars, you kind of just gotta let them get up. As sad as it is to say.
Yeah, and you are grounded. You cannot fly. The airspace is shut down when Potemkin is sitting on all that tension.
Jesus,
what? But got a little too lost in the sauce there, and I get it, right? You get Heavenly Potemkin Buster, you get a Pop Buster. The adrenaline is flowing, and you want the 3rd one, but SauceQue is ready. Had way too much meter to actually go for any kind of offense there on Oki.
But now one Desu up against a set match. Raw Pop Buster. I don't think it's worth representing that right now. SauceQue does seem to be pretty on point with active defense. I would probably try to go for more like delay reads right now if I was playing it to SauceQue. But again, it's not easy. This is a top level competitor that you have to work your heart out at, and they've already turned the dice again. No, active normal. That beats Heavenly on the wake up. And one Desu up against set point could get knocked out here, despite quite the run from what I can see.
Oh, deflect shield, but yeah, that explosion is still just going to allow SauceQue to get in for free, and we have not seen really any flicks on the sword explosions here either from Desu.
Aye, SauceQue. Oh my god, cashing out. So much damage is dealt. They're on the offense again. 2H is a very nice active normal for beating Heavenly and Heavenly PRC. So you're seeing SQ represent a ton of that on hard knockdown meaties. It's clever. It's genius. I try to approach it. Oh, the sword toss. The bait and the burst. Oh, it's so sad.
Oh, and there it is. SQ moving on to top 8 on the winner's side, slaying another Potemkin here. That's fair. That's fair.
But I will just say, look up. Okay, I'm no longer there, right? But I recommend everyone look up Fergusley shop, sad shop. Look up Fergusley sad shop, Paisley sad shop, and you'll just see a lone shop in the middle of a grass field. It is sad. It is such a sad place, and that is where all the crazies are. That is where all the crazies are, okay?
Oh man, but this is a crazy confirm though from totsubunger. All right, we're going for Yamada-san this time, not sending out Free Willy. Also shouts to Arthur Costa coming through with the resub. Appreciate ya.
Well, yeah, that was a fun question. Scambolini starting to slash back a little bit, getting some solid damage. Of course, so much has been cashed out on totsubunger, sitting on 2 bars a meter. Does have a lot of power to rein in though. Oh, the 2S!
Wow. Yeah, making that quick there. 2S immediately into the Totsugeki Fast RC.
Nice. Low slash into 2H. But the mash on hit, that is a crazy play from totsubunger. Not giving a damn for sure, but the 2K2D solid pickup from Scambolini. Side swap as well. Look at this cash out jobber.
Nice little chunk of damage. Not gonna be able to get the hard knockdown though, so it's right back to neutral. But man, the tipper there on that far slash.
Ooh, nice. Approaching. That 5D, RC, 6K, and decides to play it cool. But poking away the 2P, Wild Assault. Oh my god, he's not done! And that is a clean far slash.
That risk gauge was at max, but Scambolini's still able to close out the round there with a throw, keeping things neck and neck.
Yeah, I also noticed that it's a lot more cleaner, so maybe just the occasional problem from one player's side, maybe had too many YouTube, like Subway Surfer videos in the background, who knows. But so far, totsubunger looking pretty good, has a bar. Oh, you threw that?
Oh, it ends up staying same side there. Also, the sigil on the wall means that the wall is taking damage. That's what it means.
Oh, I think they're wondering, like, what is the sigil, though?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what the sigil actually is. It just means the wall's taking damage. That's all I know.
like that's skeleton gear for you. It's gonna have either a sick nasty design for no reason, or like the craziest lore reasons known to man.
It's probably some like alchemical equation or something.
Yeah. I think my favorite like Guilty Gear knowledge thing is like, how was Nagori Yuki created as a concept? And literally Daisuke goes like, came to me in a dream.
He said black samurais are actually like the coolest thing you can possibly ever make.
Yeah, kind of true. I mean, Nagori Yuki's just living proof of that. The coolest character in the roster, without a doubt. You can't even argue it. You cannot even argue it. Ooh.
Well, there's the burst. Get off of me. Oh, tries to stop short to go for possibly the overhead kiss there. Instead, gonna eat a close slash immediately into an RTL.
So much, goddamn. And Scambolini just trying to rush in, play the stagger-like game that they're known for. But what a challenge from totsubunger. Maybe we'll get some solid damage here. And I hope they do that combo that we saw earlier again, because that looked cool. I don't know where it was going, but it looked cool.
This looks cool here too. Still just seeing red. All right, this time not RCing the Shamu.
Oh god. Oh, I like it. I like the RC work. Just does scum dipper again. Again, it's a good tool. Represent it.
That's going to be around now. totsubunger still staying one step ahead here of Scambolini.
Nice, good blocks. Oh my god, the IVs as well. Got that rhythm. totsubunger certainly on it in terms of the pressure. The 5-page counter hit. You know what that means? It is damage central. And what was it you said here again? Free Willy?
No. That one is that's Yamada-san. Free Willy is the orca.
Right. Okay. Right. My bad.
That one's like a shiny whaler, you know?
Yeah. Oh,
the shiny whaler pink? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, but there's the flip over. Tries to slide on in. We got Stun Dipper at home. Not going to hit, though. Instead, gets hit by the DP.
right the lightning. This is gonna be a big cash out. I believe this will get to the wall.
Well, that's
And
gonna
it's
kill.
damn. That was actually optimal as well. I was thinking like, oh, this is a knockdown situation, maybe like some OTG work. No, the RC just lets you pick up the kill. That was nice from Scambolini.
And there it is. That's the free Willy.
Sounds so good for you. Good DP. 5H into Scum Dipper RC.
Whoa!
That's twice now. That is twice they've done that.
Yeah, that was fantastic, actually. Great reactions there. Good job just keeping Scape distance away from that heavy stun edge. What a whiff punish! Doesn't get the full confirm, though, but just harassing with 5K.
Good 5K represented. totsubunger one more match away from knocking Scambolini down to loser side. Keep in mind, this is a top 8 qualifier, so whoever wins this is going to be sitting pretty comfortably in winner's side.
True. And Mohako, I see you in the YouTube chat. My favorite character in Strive, my favorite character in Guilty Gear is Slayer. Every Guilty Gear game he's in, he's my favorite character, so there's your answer.
Can you guess who mine is?
Potemkin.
How did he know? That's crazy.
That's crazy. I will say, Axel and Goldlewis are like a close second.
Oh, real. For me, if Potemkin didn't exist, the sad world we'd live in, I'd be a bit boring. Maybe Sol, and then maybe Nago, I would think.
Nago and Sol are good characters. Kai is pretty sick as well. That's 5-8. Wait, did we burst? Yep, there it is. Bursting to ride the lightning.
That's like the perfect burst, by the way. You're not going through the wall, having a base positive bonus, and you just delete the bar of your opponents. Sure, you're maybe down in terms of health, but the comeback potential is certainly a lot better than going through that wall.
That trade was crazy. Like, May just got hit by a car.
Could die here if they get one clean hit, but so far blocking up. And that is evil from Scambolini, well aware that their opponents can respect a raw Scum Dipper, which is usually very minus because of that bar meter. That's wild.
Oh, there we go, DPing through the charge, 6H into the back throw. Scambolini trying to take the momentum now. Crazy, Scambolini's been playing so well, has had such insane conversions too, but totsubunger just still 2 steps, 2 games ahead.
Jesus. Yeah, but Scambolini is certainly on the comeback. Potentially. Oh, but what a low again. totsubunger on the offense, representing the 5H, chasing for the anti-air. The Dolphins are in play. But not getting anything. Oh, wait, that's a massive close slash counter hit. That leads to death. That's it. What?
Oh, yeah, just going for the fancy routing.
That's wild. That is a stupid wild combo, and I hope we get to see more just like it today. But totsubunger on set point for the first time. Can Scambolini deny it and take us into game 4? Who knows? Better find out. But what, right, the lightning cash out. And this advantage is looking very good for Scambolini.
Heavy slash melee. Oh, throwing out the preemptive 5K as well. That was to actually challenge a Totsugeki. There's the 5D. This should be able to get the kill here. Drops the combo.
Oh, I love the respect. Sorry about that.
With a point on the board. No, you're good. You're good. Scambolini with a point on the board, looking really clean. I do see another question in chat. What about Justice? What about Justice? What about Justice? What do you mean?
No respect? No respect to Justice?
I like Justice. I like Justice a lot. But, you know, every time I look at Justice, you know what I think of?
Oh, God.
Super Android 13.
You know?
She's literally the same color scheme. And I had that. I wore out the VCR of that movie as a kid.
You know what? I didn't even clock that because of the colors, but now I see it. I don't like the fact that you've made me see this. I actually don't. I used to just think cool Gundam like machine zoner thing. Which wouldn't it be interesting if we got a modern day like big body zoner? I think that'd be kind of cool to see. That's why I want to see Justice a little bit.
I think Justice would be sick. We'll see if we get a season 5. But 2K.
Oh god. Big knockdown, tries again with the RC, but the burst to tell you, no, if that was the play, totsubunger. This is a bit of a hero burst. So we're certainly questioning the decisions, but who knows? comeback's certainly on with this hit.
Wow, what a conversion there, too. Going for the set play with the beach ball, but nice wake-up DP there from Scambolini.
Boy, good back up with the RC. Should be able to get the kill. Sends out the big pink whale. Is that a whale?
Yeah, that's the great Yamada.
Okay, I may be a little stupid. So are orcas whales?
Orcas are whales, yes, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, because they're orca whales. They're orca whales. They are.
Okay, I'm having
They're
that
all
moment
mammals.
here, not
They're
gonna
all
lie.
mammals. All
Okay.
whales are mammals, including orcas and dolphins as well.
Yes, this I do know. This I do know. But like, I've just seen so many different titles from like orcas, killer, and I'm all like, it's too much for the brain. Scambolini certainly looking like a killer right now, bringing it back, getting a solid interaction, and just like that, the comeback could be on. This could be Scambolini's reverse 3-0, but totsubunger certainly striking back, saying, nope, that is not how it's starting for you. You've got to work for this.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a difficult one. Gonna RC, there it is, but this is a tough hill to climb now for Scambolini. totsubunger sitting on plenty of tension, gets the air throw.
Ooh, good tech. Low slash for the chase, and dude, the stare down like an old western. Scambolini, though, with such minuscule health, has to put in the work if they want this comeback, and certainly they're on it, but totsubunger has the bar, so nothing's written in stone, uses it to approach.
Wow, a BRC and to just run up close slash, and it worked. totsubunger taking it and moving on in the bracket. Kana on the Sin. We've been seeing a lot of Sin tonight, a lot of sinners here in this bracket for good reason. This character is absolutely absurd.
Yeah. Goldlewis, I think I had this discussion with someone once that he's one of those characters that feel like kind of gone under the radar, right? If players like Cheryo and Red didn't exist, you wouldn't really know he was that nutty, you know what I mean? And he is by far the nuttiest character fight. Also, like the Goku colors on this Goldlewis skin, I just kind of clocked that there. But Cheryo versus Kana, it's gonna be fun to watch. The Sin and the big man.
And now Kana starting off with just running into the danger, right? Trying to start off really quick, not allow Cheryo to actually get into any kind of comfortable pace, right? Setting it early on.
Yeah, and you know, you're able to cash out the super. Nope, actually, I'm stupid. Didn't have any meter, sends improved the normal. Certainly a clever play. Now Kana try to play the neutral game, approaches with a BRC. Opts for a throw, wanted to probably get an easy punish, but I believe you could have got a close slash there into that kill. But I like being safe there. Clever from Kana.
Yeah, clever and gonna work out beautifully here, securing the first round.
And Kana has that stamina to work with. Uses it to get in. Cheryo stuck in the corner, having to hold the Sin pressure. And we're finally getting to see some of that 6K. DomiWurld wasn't able to really represent it when they were on screen. But Kana already on it with the hard to defend pressure. Cheryo gets out, and there we go.
Wake Up Goldberg's is going to be huge here now for Cheryo, able to secure the throw. Time to start running that offense. No RC because it's just going to put Kana into the corner. I like going for the drone there instead. Ooh. There it is. That bionic elbow once again. That's a working man's button.
That is a work. It's an evil button. It's a good button. It does a lot. You gotta respect.
No chance in hell. Put into the coffin.
That's wild. That's super dead. He done the damage, and you know, just think that if they were, I believe, closer, that could be way more. But it's good to see that Cheryo has the opties, and you know, this is a TNS lad, right? So you're probably coming into this job or going all like, yeah, I believe in my boy. I think he's got this.
I also believe in big body supremacy here with Goldlewis. It's big boy summer right now. Cheryo trying to make that a reality.
Ooh, all of the patience. Also, we just got a donation from Cynic 101, $10.81. I believe that takes us to a clean 80 as well. And Cheryo smelling the cash.
Nothing cynical about that one. Thank you so much for that support. Ooh, the delay right in front of your face, trying to bait out a burst or a YRC. Kana able to secure game number one there with a nice throw.
Yeah, Kana certainly seemed to be pretty on it in the Goldlewis matchup. Goldlewis as a character, you can actually get like a ton of practice in this region. Because of players like Cheryo, like Red, Lasagna Slayer is a classic. Oh, we got a sub here, 24 months from NYC Playboy 78. Oh my god, thank you for resubbing, my man. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, and welcome back.
Welcome is that the catchphrase? Is that the catchphrase, Jobber? Do we say that every time?
Welcome back.
Yeah,
I mean, they resubbed, so you know.
That's fair. Oh Jesus. Close eye. Oh, what a 6K into the counter hit. Sends you back. There you go. The drone to approach and try to keep it cool and gets the hit. Kana probably looking for a delay mash opportunity or delay throw. And that's going to cost them. You're in the corner and now you're up against the behemoth master.
I think you're dead.
Dead.
It took a second, but I realized that was 2 hits into fully churned super. Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, I was confused. I was there at like, alive, dead, alive. You see the hit and everyone knows. You're
confused. How do you think Kana feels? They're the one who just ate that.
And it's insane as well, because Sin is a healthy boy. He has a ton of health. So wild to see Cheryo just kind of delete all that very quickly. So far, approaching with the drone. What an air throw, brings you back down to the ground, and Kana fighting back, gets the pressure started. So far, just small hits back and forth.
Courtney intro coming through with the sub! As Cheryo down with the system, not enough to get the kill this time, didn't fully churn it.
Yeah, now if there was, oh, good area. If there was more subs, more drones would show up. Trust me.
Bruno.
I also do see a hype train incoming. So thank you very much, fellas. Thank you, showing support to the TNS lads. I also did see Cosmico. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing very well. We're tied 1-1. And hearing that Eddventure in loser's side got knocked out by Hiho is mental. That means we'll not be seeing a top 8 with Eddventure, Class Anji. We're going to be seeing Hiho, which I've not seen in a bit. I'm looking forward to that if we could get them on screen. But best of luck to them. We're on this set, though.
What a play. That's a big win there for Hiho. Well, let's see, can Kana get a big win here over Cheryo as well? I believe this is, yeah, the winner of this actually goes on to face Scambolini in a top 8 winner side qualifier.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. So, not only did you get done maybe perhaps fighting one Kiske, you got to fight the next if Cheryo is the one to do it, but I don't think that will be happening if Kana keeps up this momentum. Maybe a bit of a Kiske run back. Good block. Oh.
That's fine. That's fine. One thing that Cheryo is going to have to be careful about is DP, right? One well-placed DP and Kana wins the round.
Oh god, the jump ins into the PRC low. Close slash to 268. Could have been a massive cash out for the kill, but Kana with a perfect burst, but it ain't gonna matter.
Trying to crush the guns and gets the wall break with the bullets! Are you kidding me?
It's so goofy, bro. It's so goofy. I love it though. It's not.
It was not fine. I was not. There was nothing fine about that.
It's not a big deal. He can't handle it.
Yeah, he can handle it. Exactly.
Oh god. Get back up here. Tries to approach for the 2K pickup using the Hawk Baker to try and sell the OK, but nothing of it. Kana gonna get caught by a nice conversion from Cheryo, who's completely flipped the sides. So even though they've been caught, they have room to play to until the walls represent again. But that's Sin. You got stamina. You got Mia. You're seeing the wall.
Got that one from his granddaddy. Gets the dash up close slash, gonna connect. Cheryo gonna hold. No! I thought Cheryo was gonna hold on to the burst, but had 100 tension, so why not? All you need is one hit off of this, burn it down!
Oh, Jesus. They also have a bar to work with as well, so any good aerial play or good grounded play will lead to a win, and that's not gonna do it.
No way! Okay, first right back there from Kana. We are down to the wire. Cheryo wants this bad.
You can feel how tense it gets down to those like final moments, because like Kana's thinking machine guns coming out, he can be heavy from TF2, pop that out, but Cheryo didn't do that. They want to play the air game. But Kana, being a clean hit, has been able to turn the tides. And from that round, they're carrying the momentum, already dealing 40% damage and getting positive bonus. This is looking so good for Kana. They got defend here. Oh god.
Yeah, you say he could be the heavy, but we don't got a doctor to Uber us here. Doesn't seem to matter though, because here it comes down with the system.
Oh, yeah. That's him for the wall. Cheryo. God damn, looking like a monster as they only need one more to knock out Kana. And Kana, for my first time really getting to see their Sin, I'm actually a big fan. I think they've got an amazing Sin. But they've got...
I'm a fan of all the Sins that we've gotten to see tonight. They all are doing a fantastic job and playing very different from each other too, right? Which I really appreciate.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Like the character, a lot of... like one thing you'll see to do with Strive 8 is that a lot of people don't think there's a ton of character variation. I just gotta disagree, man. There's so many different tools, the way you use them, the way you use RC. It's great to see. And you can tell the difference between Sins. And now Kana needs to hope that they can make that comeback if they want to face Scambolini to get into top 8. But Cheryo, again, looking like the wall to climb, the secretary of defense for a reason.
Oh, nice press. Really risky press there from Kana. If you were just a second too late, you were about to eat a counter hit on that Behemoth Typhoon. But now immediately starting to snowball here with D. With 2D into the throw is actually kind of nasty.
Hey, I know you got to defend in the corner. Jesus, pressure's on. Oh, what a 6K. Gets the jump in. Oh, the low Behemoth. This is a nasty one because it lets you swap sides and cash out for a ton of damage meterlessly. And with meter, you get the wall break with super. It's just clever.
Fully churned to squeeze out some extra damage as well, but it's still not over yet. Kana sitting on burst. Still sitting on a nice amount of tension even after that RC, but mistimes the meaty there in the hoof stomp. Okay, we're blocking.
Yeah, we are, and we're punishing. Kana with the meter, certainly gonna do the work. Oh no, actually, no. That's terrifying.
Okay. I got a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. I started to get some cold sweats when they dropped that.
It's like every time we see a drop combo, the brain starts to flicker a little bit. Genuine fear kicks in.
Ooh, okay. There was a backdash there on that 6K, but catching the backdash, or the follow-up of the backdash with the 5K there. Kana covering all these options. Not covering that one.
Oh, he whipped the force line. I can feel how tense this is, man. This isn't good for my heart. I can't imagine how these players feel, bro. I really can't. Good blocks. The Wild Assault into the top 5D with the RC. This is a pretty easy cash out, but dropped.
This isn't even to get into top 8 either. Nice JD. This is to get the opportunity to get into top 8.
My lord, what are you gonna do with that bar? Cherry with the IBs, negating some Chipp and of course keeping it closer. But this is bro, another throw. The burst to be represented, and just like the drone is on the field.
Oh, but 100 tension now for Cheryo. Time to burn it down. Oh, Cheryo got caught trying to go for the throw. That was a great hoof stomp there from Kana. Because if it was blocked, you're going to be able to follow it up with the guard break, right? So that was fantastic.
Yeah, Jesus, good play from Kana. And the thing is as well, is like that laser they ran away from was like a level 1 or level 2 laser. I wasn't able to catch it. It wasn't level 3. So the distance that they made, they were safe from laser. So again, another clever play from Kana. That's all it was, just clever plays. Oi. Just that, we're on it. Good burst. The pressure's on. It represents the Sun Dipper. We cannot say the name here. It is a cursed name indeed. And Cheryo fights his way out.
Ooh. Okay.
Sheesh. Again, this character.
What do you say to that, bro? Just sheesh.
This character, if you love damage, jeez Louise, you would love playing this man. But Sin can also cash out with damage if they can get that clean counter hit. And what a read on the backdash. Just like Cherry was on set point. And now the question on everybody's mind is how's Kana going to respond? You've got a lack of meter, you got the stamina, your burst is a little lower. So you've kind of got to work your heart out if you want the advantage in this round. Oy.
I mean, ooh, taking the damage here, definitely going to want to end up spending that burst defensively. Instead, goes for the wild assault, cashing in all on the offense. And I guess to say the best defense is a good offense, right?
Yeah. No arguments about that. No F, no buts, no coconuts and Cheryo with that corner representing the behemoths. You're dead.
Yeah, just one behemoth. No, still not enough. Magic pixel remaining, but Kana, it's time to lock in. This is it.
Oh, that is evil. The super PRC to back throw. You hate to see it, my guy.
Few times, but the past times I've been commentating, I haven't really gotten to see them in brackets, so super excited to see them showing up, not looking rusty at all, looking so killer on this May.
Oh, I absolutely think that they are, again, probably one of the best Mays in NA. There's not really another one that I can think of besides, I believe we had one on Insert, I believe, really good May as well. But you don't see them too often, you really don't. But SauceQue, another character you don't see too often. Ram, looking already pretty dominant in the start of this. Ooh, that 5D, but nothing of it. The 2K2D to escape and just let Totsu is on the offense and swap the corner positioning. Very clever.
Oh yeah, into the throw. RC, gonna hit its mark.
Decent damage, nothing too mental, of course. No scaling starter. Nice anti-air, couldn't get the confirm. Baits the super, gets the kill. Totsubunger with the first blood. Taking the first round.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Nice. I love the stagger work.
Yeah, building up that risk gauge too.
That's something you've really got to worry about against me. She's really good at staggering and to making that risky play happen with, of course, risk, right? You know, it's kind of like what Dizzy does with Wings of Light, but except if you genuinely get hit, you are dead.
And there's the hard knockdown, though. Speaking of getting ahead, SauceQue very far ahead here at the moment, going for the RC on the sword swap. Great defense there from totsubunger to block the cross-up, but the low was still too much.
Oh, yeah, that should do it. With the wall break, doesn't really matter. That minuscule amount of health, good at a jab for a kill. By SauceQue, make sure to stay optimal, probably for the future, right? It's important to try and stay as optimal as you can, but try play for the win. Big fan of that one. Nice. Big close slash, but no confirm because of the burst and delay. Gold burst gave SauceQue some large momentum to shift with and just let the corners unlock. You've got to deal with 2 bars a meter, and that's Ram.
Oh my god. That dash pressure was absolutely nasty with all of the Kara Rekkas into the throw. OTG, a lot of damage adding up because of that risk was so high.
Jeez. Yeah, and they're just getting staggered away. Look at the rest. Do not get hit, Totsu. One jab could spell disaster, but it's not going to happen. Steals back the momentum. Good throw, and just like you've turned the tides a wee bit, but you need to get some more offense going. And these throws are certainly putting in the work, but there's so much mirror work with both sides. Oh god! It's tense, tries to jump out, PRC, jab! Has to work with their burst, and so far it's just minuscule amounts of damage here and there. Nobody's taking any massive hits.
Well, that's a massive win there for SauceQue, able to secure 100 tension off of that gold burst, but just dash up 5P! Wake up Orthobato into the RC! Burst still available for totsubunger, but doesn't need it, just runs out of the range of the rock and gets the 5K.
I've got to say, just from that first match alone, that is the best set that we've seen. Jesus, what a way to start. With them going down to the wire, where we're seeing like 10 seconds left in the clock. You don't see that in Guilty Gear. You don't see the seconds get to that point. At best, you're seeing 20, 30, 40 seconds at max. You could feel that every interaction was death.
I mean, every interaction against May, this could prove to be death too. You know, actually the wall saved you there, kinda. Low-key.
Kinda. Kinda. It's like, are you still gonna hold pressure? Absolutely. Do you have an opportunity to fight back and not take the most amount of damage? Yeah, sure.
And that IBFD was actually phenomenal there, saving totsubunger, allowing them to escape the corner and leading, evidently, to that round win.
Very nice. Very, very nice from Totsu. But what a challenge from SauceQue getting the confirm. And do keep in mind, this is winner's side top 8, right? So whoever gets knocked out, they're still in the bracket on the loser's side. So who knows how this goes. Did I say losers twice? I hope not. The brain is melting a little bit. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're enjoying the show. But SauceQue certainly dominating this round.
Gonna be able to get the wall break here. I don't think we needed the RC, but using the RC just to be better safe than sorry is a good play from SauceQue.
You really don't want to miss out on an opportunity like that. And burst is available for SauceQue. This is, even though they've taken a lot of damage, they still have a good opportunity to turn it back. But what is 60 into the super cashing out? And now burst is in a situation where it doesn't really matter. Unless you get a gold burst, it doesn't really matter where it lands. And that's a well placed from Totsu. With the perfect, Jesus Christ, up to, oh, one more to go.
Yeah, Totsu just coming into this TNS bracket, blazing a trail right now, looking unstoppable. And if they can get one more game, they'll move on to winners finals.
Yeah, and I absolutely love Cosmico, right? This fella always updates you in the bracket. You know absolutely everything that's going on in the chat. So it's insane to see that Dany will be knocking out DomiWurld to make top 8. Like, I'm looking here, MacMens and Marvelo. I figured the last match has been played to get top 8 fully solidified. And I'll see one Detsu didn't make top 8, same with Scambolini. Aura and Cheryo continued on. I don't know who Aura is. Have you ever heard of Aura?
I have not. So I am really excited to see what Aura is cooking, make it into top 8 here. Not familiar with them.
All I'm saying is, if their name is Aura and then they play something like a goofy A.B.A character, no, like yeah, a goofy A.B.A character like Potemkin or me, I'm like, okay, big guy, calm down. But who knows? SauceQue already on it with the corner, gets a nice throw, and the corner is now in. Look.
Oh yeah. More Tabata there to break the wall, get that hard knockdown. The IBFDs from totsubunger have been unreal, but you can IBFD all you want. Eventually, you're going to get opened up.
Jesus. And now, continuing on, SauceQue is starting to bring it back. There's an opportunity on the cards for SauceQue to get the reverse 3-0, but they need to play it perfectly from here. They cannot allow totsubunger to take a turn, because as soon as momentum is taken, it may just take so goddamn much. Nice sword toss. Cross up!
Oh, dash up 5H. There's the RC. Man, totsubunger has been so fantastic with the way that they've been placing these normals, specifically that 5H. It's such a short range button, but look at the reward that you get off of it.
Oh, and just like that, SauceQue cashing out for the kill. Sends out the sword, gets the hit, making sure to just get involved as much as possible. And now here you go. You've got a comeback, redeeming opportunity for SauceQue. And the best way to play into this is just to make sure that totsubunger cannot get momentum started on May. You've got to play well at round start. And if there's one bad misplay, you could generally be holding the May snowball for like an entire match. It is not fun when that happens.
Let's see if we can get the snowball started again. Stun Dipper at home there with the 3K.
Very nice. SauceQue using a bar burst for that wild assault confirm. Fairly clever indeed, but Totsu is still sitting on that full burst, so even though they're up against the wall here, still has access to it. Good place to do use it. You don't want to use it after the wall. That's just disastrous.
The rock. We're gonna rock once again. Oh, the shimmy with the BRC is so diabolical.
Love a good shimmy here. We do love a good shimmy here. Give us a little bit of that street fair energy. And hey, I believe we just got a donation of $20 from Con Air. Not the movie, the man.
That's a good
with
movie.
a message. What's the message say? Let's see. First Evo for me ever. Excited for the Lucy trailer. Let's get it. Hope you're enjoying yourself, big man. Thank you very much. And the set. Jesus Christ, Jobber.
Yeah, you're gonna love Evo. It's a great time for sure. Oh, but here we go. Totsugeki right on in. JK into the swipes.
Oi.
Wall break.
Dun.
Yep.
Oi.
Mortamato. Not a lot of damage, but we're not doing it for the damage. We're doing it for the hard knockdown. Able to run more of that pressure, push you right back into the corner with a tight block string.
Oh, but the Totsugeki saying skips the corner. Gets right in with another Totsu. I absolutely love that. Does not give a damn. Sometimes you've got to play like the most patient player ever, and then sometimes you just got to send it like 8 times in a row, and Totsu read that momentum perfectly.
Right.
Oi. Good blocks.
Oh, no. Oh, big drop there from SauceQue, but able to pick it up afterwards. There's the burst from totsubunger. Whoa! The IB after the 6P into the Daru. That was crazy.
That was wild. And now Totsu with the optimal wall break super, doing the carry for that extra better meter. Love it. Baits the super, but another bar, keeping SauceQue safe. Opportunity for SauceQue to potentially get a win on the round, and that side swap, I think, is done it.
Yep. Oh, no, didn't get the wall break actually, but the 5D is going to be enough, and SauceQue takes this to a game 5.
It's what you want to see. It is absolutely what you want to see. And now SauceQue probably feeling a bit chuffed, right? You know, it's like, I came into top 8, I worked my way here, I was almost on the brink of disaster where Totsu was about to knock me out, and I've stood my ground, I'm fighting back, I'm feeling confident. So I can imagine SauceQue kind of getting her stride a wee bit now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, SauceQue has been looking so strong here. And that's the thing. SauceQue, she always performs at her best when she's pushed into the corner, right? So Totsubunger came out swinging, came out so hot, but SauceQue is so proficient at adaptation. And you're seeing that right here, the way that she's tightening a lot of these strings, really mixing in a lot of the strike throw. It's gotten some really, really consequential shimmies.
Oh my god, the stagger-like offense is right back on. Tries to chase with the aerial, I quite like it. BRC for the offense, staggering away, but good challenge out with the jabs. Totsu saying, nope, let me hold my ground, gets a knockdown. Fighting their way out, but SauceQue mashing as well. Well-placed 2Ks, and you're seeing so much back and forth hits. Oh! Ooh, was that a cross-up into cross-up?
Okay. Bro, why does this character have such good mix, though? Cross up, cross up. Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. That was illegal. That was illegal, actually.
I thought Mate didn't have cross-ups. Jesus Christ.
You saw that, right? The behind the back on the Totsugeki?
That's wild, man. That's wild. I like, in terms of air buttons, not much crazy left-right shenanigans. Totsugeki Feint says otherwise. My lord, I can understand people are massive fans of Totsubunger, but SauceQue needs to find a way out, otherwise they're going to be heading into loser side top 8 where you've got a hell of a grind to go through, and you certainly don't want that.
It just doesn't stop. It doesn't seem to stop. If Totsubunger has meter, it never stops going. No. Mashing on the 5P, dropping the confirm there, but the 5K is going to be enough. Hitting the human flagpole on that anchor. You know how much core strength that takes? Without further delay.
No downtime. No thought needed. They've had plenty of downtime. They want violence. I'm a big fan of that. And from what we got to see, the glimpse that we got to see earlier, Classified was doing really well to start the set.
Yeah, definitely started off really strong before that unfortunate desync. But now, new lobby. The PCs have been restarted. So everything should be nice and fresh.
Oh, what a 2D. /5H gets in with the clean Guru Dog, not the Guru Dog version, but still, I don't remember the name. The super, certainly going to cash out, and then you've got an OTG scenario where you can run the offense, but Jack defending well, not going to get open. I talked about this a lot. Jack's defense is immaculate. It is hard to open this fella up, unless it's a pro.
not only is it difficult to open him up, which we'll see more of it, but the fact that he's able to turn that defense into offense, right? You can block forever, but all that's going to do is build up your risk gauge. Jack is good at getting out of those sticky situations. Right now, though, you wouldn't be able to tell with the way that Classified is just ragdolling him.
Oh yeah, it's insane. Classified's almost making Jack look like a Happy Chaos from Celestial, which is very fitting considering Jack's nickname for a long while. Oh, Jesus. Going for the shots. Keep the pressure going. BRC. Close slash. Keeping it cool. Both have a bar.
Yep, that's the end of the turn there, but had access to the meters to try to go for a late BRC, but Jack was ready for it with the confirm. Shoot him up. Deus Ex Machina.
Ooh, what a cash out. And just like that, Jack is kind of reminded people that, hey, yo, the Classified may have been nice that round. I'm still Jack, right? Jack is back. Oh, dude,
Jack, brick by brick, building that house.
I love the patience. Looking for an opportunity, uses that 2P again. Now Classified getting comboed to the wall, spinning the guns, gonna be able to cash out for some solid damage. Nothing too mental right now. Classified with that bar is certainly a threat.
Yeah, but we all know the Deus Ex Machina is not necessarily about the damage. It's always for the hard knockdown, the positive bonus, and more importantly, reloading all of those bullets.
Yes, the resources are so important. Often you'll see players sacrifice their attention just to make sure I have optimal resources. And what a shot into the super to maximize on the reaction time for that pickup. Jack with the clever offense can take us up to a 1-0 scenario.
Looking incredibly proficient here so far. Again, these two are very high level players. I mean, obviously because they're winner side of TNS top 8, but not only that, they were able to replicate those results offline. Classified with the top 8 at CEO, as well as Jack. Jack making top 8 at basically every single offline tournament that he goes to.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's wild to see. It's great to see that consistently they do so well online as they do offline, right? It goes to further cement that online is an amazing place to learn and stick in, get better at the game. It should be taken a little bit more seriously in terms of competition, in my viewpoint at least. But Jack, my God, bringing it back. Ooh.
OTG gunshot. Yep, 5D right up in your guts. Another Deus Ex Machina. Reload those bullets. Y'all seen this show before.
Solid damage. And now you need one more clean interaction with the throw. That's how you're gonna do it. Jack is looking like a menace. Classified showed us a strong starting, but now we're seeing slowly but surely Jack is kinda adjusted. He is the Terminator, you know? They take a bit of time to adapt.
Putting the gun away, knows it's a little too risky at that range against Classified. And that's why just a dash in 5K like that can blow you up, and immediately Classified now in the driver's seat. Driving Jack through the wall and getting that positive bonus.
Ooh, I love that. The at the ready to the gun put away, well aware they were going to get chased out. But Classified able to just get in, get the kill, even baited burst. Didn't really need to do it at that point. I don't think Jack is going to give away burst, but I do like the fact that they try to keep it burst safe. It's clever. You're being mentally aware of what's available.
Mentally aware that we got plenty of meter here for yet another one. A Deus Ex Classified never asked for this.
Jeez, gets in. Oh, what a challenge out. Bar slash, hacking up. I like the patience, the 5K to get in and just like Classified's on it. Yeet into the throw. Does have a bar to work with. Oh, is that enough?
Spinning dog kick, possibly. It's going to be a lot of damage. It is. Yeah, it's thanks to just that one hit into the wall splat, right? Not much scaling there on that combo. Classified, able to keep pace.
Wild. Absolutely wild. That's super. Like, you see the super and you're like, oh, okay. They've got 100 meter, so it's going to deal a lot of damage. But the thing that you're not considering as well is that with 100 meter, Giovanna does more damage as well. So that super starts piling up. There's more. There's way more. Oh, nice way to start off with a 5k. Eee, burst you right back, and now we're back to it. Nice little stagger play. Try and play cool. Look out for a potential defensive play like backdash. Jack is certainly a patient offensive player. It's crazy. How do you do it? How do you go from between both sides, Dropper? I don't get it.
Sometimes people are just built different like that, right? He came from the online scene, replicated it offline. His first offline event being Evo. We've told this story so many times, but it bears repeating. Jack is a Demon King for a reason. Here comes another Deus Ex Machina.
So much damage there. Going for the shot. Backdash BRC again. That's actually really good for Jack. No, sorry, Jack classified here. Uses the I don't know about that one, Chief. I do not know about that burst. I understand you could be a hero sometimes, but that boy, you didn't have a lot to work with, so risky burst indeed, and that might cost them.
Ooh. Yep, into another pickup. How many supers is that at this point? And close enough to break the wall, too?
That's crazy. If we get a counter, that would be kind of mental. Oh, backing up. Far slash RC. Go for the 2P. Try to keep it cool. Crossover. 2K2D. Classified. Certainly bringing it back, and this is looking a lot better for the Giovanna, but again, it's such a health deficit. I don't know if the comeback is available.
Look at this. Jack finally getting clipped, though. Possibly thought that either a flip kick was coming or a spiral arrow. But just the FD in time to force a whip, get the 2K 6S, excuse me, into the super. Yet another game for Jack.
Jack certainly looking more and more in control as this set continues on. Classified, probably starting to feel that pressure. It's like, you know, at the start I was doing insanely well. I took the game. Second one, it was closer and closer, but I kind of lost it. And that one there, the gap is starting to get a bit wider, so I'm wondering what can Classified do to adapt? And it's hard to ask that question in Happy Chaos. There's so much to consider.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Consider this, Panda. Jack's just him.
This is true. Jack is him.
That's one thing to consider for sure. And now, again, not having the gun out at that range is a little too risky because of the movement speed here of Giovanna. And that's another big reason right there, because the spiral arrow can just catch you. Remember, Happy Chaos cannot block when the gun is out.
It's true. It's a pretty decent way to cash out, but you gotta be careful, as HC does obviously still have a one-frame shot that can potentially land. But good chasing, staggering. Backdash BRC, and that's a big punish. Able to go for the side swap. Unfortunately, not like Jack to drop a combo that important. But he still got the corner lock, still has the bar meter. Not going to use it though, and Classified actually has a comeback scenario. They can win this.
They can, and they are able to with the throw, but let's be honest here. It's like drop combo with Happy Chaos really a drop combo, because you could just press heavy slash, press the gun, and suddenly it's a mix-up.
Yeah, it's the same with 2S, you know, for the longest time. Is it a low? Or is it a whiff trap punish, right?
I mean,
like,
yeah,
I dare you whiff punish me.
This character is so proficient at whiff punishing, and you know, by that we mean he whiffs and then punishes you.
Not common. Not common indeed. But, Jesus Christ. Oh, big throw and Classified potentially seeing set point. I don't think there's a point in Bane Burst here. I know Classified's represented it earlier, but the health deficit is a perfect to 1 HP, and now it's set point. Both players have burst. There's a potential comeback available for Classified, but they need to find that pathway.
Classified is trying to find these whiff punishes, but it's just really difficult against this character.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. This character has so many avenues to play to. Know the shots. Good knockdown. Same side. Staggering. Going for the shot into another throw. Focus shot for the pickup. That's actually dead good for Jack here, as they've got a ton of their resources available. There's no curse, so you gotta play neutral, and Jack's getting caught.
Nice jump out of the corner there, but does get caught by the counter hit far slash. Oh, you're dead. Oh no. I
think with the meter.
Oh. Tragedy. Tragedy in motion. Still alive, though. Classified has one last opportunity here and just eats a bullet to the dome.
Man.
Like Chipp Zanuff. But will it be enough here to take down Dany and Maza here in this loser side of top 8?
Nice rhyme. Nice rhyme. It was very beautiful. But yeah, heading into it. Let's see how the set is going to go. But Dany already off with the electricity state applied, but ain't going to matter too much. Marvelo is the one to draw first blood on Dany.
Ooh, the far slash hitting its mark. There's the burst on the Scum Dipper attempt.
Good JD again as well. Able to convert with the meter for the rope, but unfortunately burst off the table. Dany placing it very well. And with that corner unlock, it's a bit of patience from here on out and what Fujiark to lock in. Ooh.
J2K able to actually hit there. Remember when that move was just so annoying to deal with?
Yeah, day one J2K was honestly, it was so hard to hit. But Dany showing that he can keep up, can catch Marvelo off of that 5D. And the first round is going to be going to Dany. First blood went to Marvelo. So who knows, maybe he may go back to the ninja way. Ooh. Good luck. Try to keep it cool. 2K to snuff the approach, and now Marvelo has to guess out the corner. Good JD to start that. The rope has been set up, and that's going to leak that good cash out nearlessly. And back to Nooch.
Yeah, it means no hard knockdown, right? So, still, dangerous spot for Marvelo, and that's why getting clipped by a 5D. And you see that Dany trying to bait out the burst multiple times there. Able to get the wall break, but not enough. Marvelo absolutely still in this with 100 tension.
Aye. Oh, woo! Jesus Christ. Dany can represent the burst, but not anymore on that super. On all supers, of course, the yellow gear cannot burst. So getting locked out of that at that type of health point. Massive deal. Scum Dipper into RC, the overhead. It's a classic indeed from the Kiske family. Dany's up 1-0.
Yeah, there's something about just fast RC 5D, tap dust, that is so difficult to block. So incredibly difficult to block. What Strive character would Florida Man play? Soul Bad Guy.
Yeah, without a doubt. Because like they'll see Soul Bad Guy and go like, he's just like me. I'm Florida Man.
He smokes cigarettes, drinks beer. Soul is just anime Terry. And Terry is the Florida Man fighting gangster.
Yeah. See that? Okay. How do people from Florida sound? What's the accent over there?
We have a bunch of different accents. You know, we got, if you go up to the Panhandle, we got more of that southern like Georgia drawl. We've got obviously if you go down south, it's more Hispanic.
Okay.
Far slash burst.
Oh Jesus. The electricity is applied, but now it's gone. Very short time on a projectile, and that's a nice bar slash confirmed from Dany, who's using the meter to try and get as much screen control as possible. And because of that, that's allowed for a wall break super into a kill. Clever.
Yeah, the further north you go in Florida, the more south it gets.
Yeah. What's like southern in terms of like Florida man accent? Like how would it sound? Can you do an impression?
I can't do an impression. Oh my god, but that's that damages the third. No, the flash! It's RPL! Bro, you think your Wild Assault can beat my Ride the Lightning? Who do you think you are?
Maybe Kai's Florida man. Cranking his lightning, you know what I mean, man? That's absurd.
Bro, that fit he's got on though. He's about to hit that Ride the Lightning, go hop in his pickup truck, and just crack open a Bud Light, bro. A Tampa Bay Lightning Bud Light, all right? That's what Kai in that jean jacket drink.
Jesus Christ, man. What a show from Dany. Again, why he's one of the top-notch Kais without a doubt. There's a reason why you see him in every bracket. Bro grinds, bro practices. Also, I saw my gold backpack. How you doing, bro? There's a reason why he's like one of the #1 Kais.
You know what accent we get a lot in Florida? Actually, New York, because they won't stop moving here. Anyway.
Hey, I'm walking. Oh, is that Chicago?
No, that's New York. You're right.
That's New York. Hey, I'm walking.
All right, the TK fireballs. That's one thing we haven't mentioned yet. Dany is so good at harassing the opponent with the light stun edge, especially with the TK stun edge. He uses that so often just to try and control space.
Oh, yes, I absolutely love that combo. Could have got some deadly damage. Dany well represents the burst, but now I think they may be losing their life here. Marvelo uses a rope to confirm. Beautiful work. Beautiful work indeed from Marvelo. This could be the start of the comeback.
You gotta be careful, though. That was a great just block there from Dany. Bad trade. Got set nearly full screen there. Also, the shock state getting applied, but Marvelo able to immediately wake up, start establishing some more pressure. Should get a wall break off this, too, with the Uzumaki Mirage.
Yeah, sending out the crew, doing the damage, dishing out, and gee, that's a lot of damage for Chipp now that I think about it. That is a ton of damage for Chipp. Oh, good defense, blocking the overhead. Oh, but the far slash into the confirmed burst off the table. Dany has the opportunity to do what the people would be craving for, but needs it for that scum diff for RC. So yeah, won't be seeing it, but that felt another bar, so maybe on this wall break, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Oh, let's go! Ready or not!
Here we go, Dragon install. Oh,
It won.
another W.
Both. Count it, chat. Count it. 2 Dragon installs tonight, 2 wins.
It's a beautiful world we live in, man. I love Kiske. Dany.
2 DIs, 2 wins. We're in there.
Nice, nice. Gotta love it. Dany certainly putting in the work. He heard her plea, he heard her call. Went for the DI to the win, but Marvelo striking back. Did not like that round. Was not a big fan of that DI into the win. Oh. Oh, what a far slash but burst off the table for Marvelo, meaning no safety net in terms of you get caught here. Wait, they could do it again. They could do it again.
Oh, are we 3 for 3? Are we 3 for 3? We're installing, maybe set up the heavy stun edge. 5D kid.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm
Wait,
thinking
raid
we're
the lightning?
No RTL. Interesting. Going back to neutral. Wants to hold on to the meter most likely. You're going to survive this. Oh, what a mix-up! And the burst gets baited! DI into lose.
The thing is, you can't blame DI there. You cannot blame DI there whatsoever. Didn't cash out in a hard knockdown, and that kind of cost Dany, in my opinion. I think that was the thing that affected them, is that they didn't use the bar for the hard knockdown.
I agree. I think going for just a regular wall break was incredibly risky there.
But, you know, DI into loss, you know, we'll say it, haha, you know, DI into loss.
It still has a winning record tonight, all right? Out of 3 DIs, only 1 has lost.
But yeah, back to it. Dany, certainly the man of the people. Needs only 1 more match, but Marvelo on the comeback could potentially do it. And, you know, I'd love to see Marvelo continue. I love the Chipp. Ooh. Good burst. Sets up the rope, went for some type of whiff punish play, but Dany gonna get caught for it, and now it's about bait and burst. Uses the burst at perfect timing. Now Dany has the corner.
Let's slide on in with the scum dipper, heavy stun edge to get the DP. That's gonna be around here. Dany and Maza sitting at set point.
Such a banger. Oh, what a close slash. Good pick. Look at the damage. That's off of a raw counter hit. No meter needed. And this damage is surely chunking out. 1 more hit's needed.
Oh, big whiff though. Try to go for the throw. No one home. Slide on in. It's the RC. Gets tossed. And Dany is moving on in top 8 loser side.
Love to see it. Dany, one of the Kai goats for a reason, continuing on. Is it? And Marvel token, I need Thor. I need Thor.
I think that's a safe bet. That's a safe bet.
Oh, wait, we're seeing who Aura's playing.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's not a safe bet is who's going to win this. Aura coming in on the Happy Chaos up against TNS's own Cheryo.
Now, very interesting that Aura is on Happy Chaos. You know, we haven't gotten to see Aura yet. And they've made top 8. And they've bet numerous of good players here. Taking a look at the list, let's back up a little bit, as they're already doing work against Cheryo. Let's see. Aura is played through Joe Brownie, bet them 3-1. Played through 1 Desu, bet them 3-0. And they played very well. Who got them to loser's side? Let's see here. Oh, they lost to MacMens. Fair enough. Very nasty player. Very, very nasty player.
Well, here's the question. Can they get through Cheryo? Right now, they're off to a good start. Cheryo going to hold on to the burst there, understandably so. Had no tension to work with. Going straight into the next round.
Oh, what a JD. Good hit. 268 to get in. Sends you back, going for the shots. Approaches in. Aura with the throw. The stain, not the stain, the curse is applied. In an easier shot spot, unfortunately gone. Oh,
Great that space. Ooh, but the JD reaching out with those cryptid hands. Able to get the cross up too. Big Millia with that JH.
oh, the YRC's gonna get punished. And just like that, Cheryo tying us up around the rim.
Historically, I've always felt like this matchup was not bad for Goldlewis, right? And Goldlewis has only gotten better as the game has gone on. Happy Chaos has changed a lot. He's still great, but now he has to kind of interact more with the opponent. So I like this. I like this for Cheryo right now. And Cheryo looking really strong, getting the burst as well, and that's going to be game number 1.
Yeah, I feel like that's a slight controversial take, because I feel like if you ask the Goldlewises during Season 2, do they want to fight Happy Chaos, they would say no, never, not once, right? But I do understand what you mean by, like, the more the character has been evolving for Season 4, Season 3, and all that, he's gotten so many tools that just deal with Happy Chaos.
Yeah. His tools are fantastic. He's got, drone to force Happy Chaos to interact. He's got the Skyfish in order to shoot Happy Chaos at full screen, shoot him back, right? Give him a taste of his own medicine. Obviously, Behemoth Typhoons are good. Happy Chaos doesn't have an invincible reversal, meterless. Oh, he doesn't have invincible reversal at all, excuse me. So the moment that he starts blocking those Behemoth Typhoons, it can be a quick death sentence.
This is where the main thing about the matchup has stayed fairly consistent, is specifically that. It's just the gap to get to that point for Goldlewis is slowly been getting easier and easier. And I think that's the main deciding factor for Goldlewis is doing so damn well nowadays into this matchup, compared to back then, where you didn't have White Wild Assault to get in. Drone was either the best tool or the worst tool during that point. Do you remember that Season 2 Drone on launch? Jesus Christ, that was a menace. That was a super.
Whoa, what a 2D.
Why? For the success as well. Able to get some solid damage. I'm also seeing some suggestions of the Marvel token. I'm going to say it now. Put Goku in it. I think it'll go crazy.
I agree, bro. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Wow! No RC spent either. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Good clutch deflect shield there from Aura, but Cheryo definitely had the meter to RC if he needed to. Just wasn't ready to react in that strange situation. I don't think we wanted 5H. I think we wanted a Behemoth Typhoon.
Yeah, in that scenario, Goldlewis will never want a 5H from me, so I totally get what you mean by that. You're probably correct with that call. Cheryo on it with the 268, gets in with the JD 2K2D into the 684, knocked down into the massive behemoth pressure, and I think you're dead. And to answer the previous question, I do believe this may be Aura's first time in top 8. As a spectator, I've not seen Aura before. And I think this is Jobber's first time seeing him in top 8, right?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Ooh, good old red. 2K, staggering, but unfortunately not close enough for that 268. FD being a massive weakness to Goldlewis. If you could space him out, just let the Behemoth's whip. That's a whip punish scenario, but what a 684.
Oh, you are dead. Wow! The last second burst. Kind of a late burst there, Aura. Cheryo gonna go up 2-0. I think at a certain point, Aura was like, oh shit.
Wait, are we allowed to swear?
You get, here and there.
Oh, okay. Right. I'm trying. So, funny thing is, during in-betweens, me and Backpack during Vapor Brawl, the in-between is like you can say what you want. And during there, I swear like a sailor, and I'm trying my best to absolutely calm it, right? Because like over here in Scotland, it's very common to swear, like extremely common as you're talking. So I'm like doing my best, man. I really am.
I know, and y'all over there on the other side of the pond use some words that people don't like in America that they consider some really naughty curse words.
Yeah, I won't say them, but I think everyone knows. I think the best way to put it, every time I'm saying something like "Jeez Louise," that's like, that would be usual placement for sweary word.
Bro, trust me, I swear like a sailor off camera too.
Oh, nice, nice. Love to see it. I mean, to be fair, Dominic fan, it seems very fun.
Uh-oh. I'm a fan of this. Goldlewis, though, counter hit in the corner. Half your health bar gone from 3 hits.
Oh, Jesus. It's okay. 6-8. 6-8-4, into the pressure. Going in, staggering with the JD, and that's going to send you through the wall. Set point.
The JD turned him upside down.
It did, didn't it? Wait, let's see. Let me see in the replay. That's gonna be like he flipped. Oh, God.
Stepped through the wall this time, though. Aura trying to build back some momentum here. I mean, this is a difficult spot to be in, right? Another reverse 3-0. We've seen it happen a few times here tonight where players have been put in this position, but I don't think anyone has really made that comeback yet.
Nice. In terms of like the reverse 3-0, it's been majorly difficult. I think you've said it, we've not seen it yet. It's 2K. Oh God, try to keep it cool. The health difference is so large. Oh jeez. Big pickup and just let the burst well timed actually. This is a perfect burst from Cheryo, but that health deficit kind of makes you wonder, was it the play? So we're about to find out. Oh yeah, it was the play. Oh, it was the play without doubt, no argument.
Oh, and just having time there with the extra security gauge to cancel the behemoth in the air to make sure you got just enough to get the wall splat. Cheryo. Cinema. And you see a lot of people who start on Stride moving on to things that they really love, like Melty Blood, like Grand Blue, you know, like, I know I'm missing one. Under Night. Yeah, and Blaze Blue. People going back to Blaze Blue. It's super exciting.
Is it Blaze or Blaz?
Blaze Blue.
Okay, now I'm just gonna say, I've decided to play a bit of Blaze Blue, and I may be converted. Who knows? If anybody doesn't know, I'm not a fan of those games, so actually trying out, I'm like, oh, this is fun.
It's a good game. It's a good game. This is starting off to be a good game, too. SauceQue already trying to push Dany to the corner, but jumping straight into that heavy stun edge.
Oh, Jesus. Good pack up here, and you're seeing why Dany is still one of the #1 guys for a reason. So much damage dealt, and you're back into neutral. Doesn't have the bar, but didn't even give a damn that there was a meter deficit. Just dashed up, even though SauceQue could have done so many different plays.
Oh, OTG immediately into the IAD. I don't even think that was a safe jump there, but nice deflect shield. The deflect shield actually hitting the explosion to push SauceQue out.
Ooh, that's actually quite nasty. Decent cash out from SauceQue. Bit of a comeback there. Remember the health point, we were talking like 40% to like 10. So pretty solid from SauceQue, bringing it back there. Now we're back to the poke game, thinking about how we're going to get into it. And Dany, the aggressor is always ready to dash up and represent those far slashes.
Oh, there's the heavy stun edge once again. Again, you're seeing what we mentioned earlier about how Dany really loves to utilize that fireball. I think he's the Kai with the best fireball game that I've seen.
I think he's like one of the, I think Kai main says he's one of the few believers of the fireball, without a doubt. You don't see many guys do this. Kensei does it sometimes, and in terms of like Scambolini, you didn't really see him throw a ton of fireballs unless it was the heavy one from Meaties. Dany will just throw it out in neutral. He doesn't give a damn.
That's right.
Ooh,
he's gonna wait until you punish him for doing it, right? If you're not showing that you're gonna punish him for throwing out the heavy stun edge, he's gonna keep using it because it's such a good tool, especially if he has the space to put it out.
Yeah, like he's gonna keep playing Akuma until you tell him that you need to play more Ryu, you know? Oi. Nice. Good blocks. Holding the pressure, but gets caught by the throw. SauceQue, well aware they've been holding so much, but what a DP to escape Dany. Using the wildness up for the full confirmed. Right at the lightning for the cash out. Certainly a clever play as you get that hard knockdown. And that positive bonus. Everything's going Dany's way.
Oh, we're getting that 2K into the 5D. Looked like maybe we whipped that 2K to possibly bait out a burst. Could have just been a whip 2K for all I know. A combo drop.
Potentially. Oh, jeez. Good fireball. Again, like you said, he's willing to just throw it out.
He's good with it. I mean, he's clean. He knows exactly where to throw out those fireballs. It's all about just controlling that space, right? And when it comes to the heavy stun edge, he wants to hit you with the heavy stun edge so he can convert into that heavy DP.
You know, that was something I always thought that was, like, dead funny. Like, growing up playing a ton of, like, Ryu as a kid. I was a big fan of, like, throwing the Hadoukens, right? I thought that was dead funny, you know, just throwing out the Hadoukens, holding down the neutral. And when I went to play like Kai with the same mentality in this game when I was trying him out, it felt off. I'm like, I can't just throw fireballs in this game. It's not easy, bro. You just get punished. And the fact that Dany's doing it with such finesse is insane.
Yeah, that was one of the big complaints. I remember people saying, you can't throw fireballs with this character because people can just trade with you. You can, you just gotta know how to do it.
And Dany certainly does, man. It is absurd how well Dany knows how to place those damn fireballs. And now SQ, so much health lost, has the bar to work with, so she can certainly make that comeback happen. And with that throw, it's starting. The momentum's starting to pull up.
RC, deflect shield, you're still gonna get locked down thanks to the explosion. But man, Dany hitting on those buttons, pressing out RC to close out the round.
That was nice. That was very nice. Could have Dragon installed for the hype, you know. And I know we're already like 2 for free today, but imagine if it was free before. You never know, man.
I know. I mean, hey, if we don't Dragon install for the rest of the night, it's got a winning record tonight, and that's all I care about.
Oh, jeez. Good fireball game plan, holding down the screen, but what an anti-air from SQ. She holds it down the 5P, brings you back. So much damage has been dished out. Both players have burst, meter work with. There's so much that can potentially happen in this round.
Whoa, and the 2S forcing the S Vapor Thrust to whiff. That's huge for SQ. What a call out.
That was hype. That was absolutely hype. Like, the spacing, the awareness, calling it out. SQ's on it. Oh, nice. Staggering. Shoots out the fireball. Try to play it cool once they get the approach, but the knockdown to send you down. SQ's trying to steal back a turn and get something started. You can see they're on it, but the burst to send you back.
Oh, and sent right back into the corner there from that far slash. We're gonna reverse things with a nice back throw.
Oh, hey, what a super. The SQ's holding on to that burst. Wonder how they're gonna utilize it. They're just holding on, not waiting. Not gonna use it just yet. Oh, what a cross up into the BRC. This should be able to deal so much, but not enough to kill, of course. You're back to neutral. And SQ still has a good burst advantage. This is actually really good for her.
Yeah, it actually ended up working out really well that SQ didn't utilize the burst there even well because they're able to close it out without the burst, tying things up 1-1. But if they would have bursted, they would have been reset back to neutral, would have never had the opportunity to go for the flip into the fast RC to catch Dany pressing.
Yeah, and now we're going to see... this set's going to a Game 5. There's no arguments about it, I believe. I think this is going to be a Game 5 set. Both players are going to play their absolute heart out. But I'm so curious to see who's going to break away. Because I want both these players to continue. But you can. That's the sad thing. That can't happen. Oh, nice. Good JS. SQ are immediately on it. Does have that burst to work with. But the patient play, they're both playing whiff punishing. This is Street Fighter neutral we're watching.
Alright, nice burst though. Might be too little too late on the burst. BRC, yep, and that's gonna end up being the round there for Dany. SQ just holding on to the burst to try and burst before she gets sent through the wall, right? That was the thinking behind there, but still lost a ton of health in the process.
Oh my god, what a pickup here from SQ. Certainly going to cash out. Decent damage, of course, and Dany, a 7.5 bar burst, could use it for a wild assault. He does like to use it in these types of scenarios of a spare normal when that meter is just built. Oh! Defense. It's not getting opened up until you pick up on the explosion.
Oh, still alive though. Dany just with the BRC forward to try and get something started, but the 2K toe touch from SQ is gonna put a stop to that.
JS. Close slash. Staggering, keeping it cool. What a hit off the close slash and with the wild assault because they built up a good bit of risk. That wild assault isn't going to scale too heavily, meaning this combo is about a 55% cash out. Jesus. Backs up, has a bar to work with. Could ride the lightning off of an easy confirm. The 2S 5H, no ride the lightning. I was thinking that would be used to beat the burst, but no.
Oh, MjKurase with the throw, and there we go. Dany with a perfect statement being made here, leading into game number 4.
Aye, mental. Dany, one more away from knocking SauceQue out. Be a sad day for the Ram community. But who knows? Maybe SauceQue can make that comeback happen. We have seen it before, where SauceQue can play down to the wire, take us that game 5. But god damn, man. It almost feels like, yeah, I just saw that. Dany should maybe play a grappler, bro. Like, his throws are on point for a guy with normal throws.
I just don't think there's a grappler that's fast enough for him, right? He really likes that movement. You can see the way that he moves around a lot with Kai. Actually, you know what? You should just play Soul.
You know, after messing about with BlazBlue, Strive needs a bullet. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Give us a bullet. Give us a fast grappler. Be very fun to watch. Ooh. Oh, what a pickup, and baits the burst. Dany's cashing out for some solid damage. But we are back to neutral. The electricity is applied, so Dany certainly has a big advantage, and that's going to do it.
You can feel the electricity in the air as well. Dany is on the cusp here. The cusp of moving on to top 4 and eliminating SauceQue from the bracket.
Oi. Beautiful. Stagger sends out the sword. Again, a pickup. Actually, huge damage off of that pickup there from SauceQue. Hopefully they come back. Son, massive 5H. That is a killing combo. And in 2 interactions, SauceQue is taking the round of the matter. 14 seconds.
As a call to comeback, SauceQue's been here for years. There's 6K trying to catch the jump out with the close slash, no avail.
Oh, what a far slash. And again, he loves doing that. Far slash 5H wild assault and then cash out with the electricity state. Builds up the meter. And unfortunately, you're not going to have the hard knockdown. The positive bonus is in place, so you can certainly play neutral well enough to build up the bar. And there it is. How are they going to utilize it? Oh! A.B.A?
Oh my god, down to the wire here. That was such a late burst there from SauceQue. Can't make a single mistake. Has to lock in now. Threat of DP is going to be massive.
Oh, what a shot with the sword toss. Gets him in the Scum Dipper RC, and just like that, jobber, Dany takes it with a clean 3-1, knocking out SauceQue. Order Sol, not there.
Hey, well, she's technically related to Soul. That's her grandfather, right? But we are going to move on to our winners finals. Jack versus totsubunger for an update. Classified and Cheryo are going to have to play off stream to make sure their connection is right. But here we go. We're jumping right into it. We're going to find out who's moving on to Grands.
This is going to be a killer set. We were talking about this earlier. These two are definitely the main card of tonight, right? Both amazing players. totsubunger, been a while since we've had them. And then, of course, they're making top 8. They made winners finals. They're an absolute treat to watch. But they're up against Jack, who I guess in this set was going to be mostly dominant throughout it. And totsubunger is going to have to play to comebacks if they want to do well. And this is an opportunity, considering the resources out, but 5P.
Keep in mind, though, it's not like Jack does not have the Mei experience. I'm sure Jack has plenty of experience against the likes of Slash, right? So already showing some great reactions, some great counterplay there to totsubunger. I mean, that preemptive 5P just to catch the Totsugeki was massive.
Oh, nice. Go for the close slash, gets the pickup. Able to put them through the wall. No, Ubs for a reset so they can get the curse state applied. You're a psycho, Jack. Oh my god. Like Dragon Ball Fighters resets? 16 dunk clips?
There we go, right to a Deus Ex Machina. That was disgusting, though. Catching off the wall tech with the gunshot. That's what happens when you're cursed.
Oi, nice. The pressure. BRC went for the low, but the YRC tell you nuh-uh, gets out, and now totsubunger's back on the offensive. But has to play it cool. Nice.
Oh.
Gets in. Totsugeki.
Wow, the 5H able to go hopping off the Dolphin as well. Lands into the 5K and just gets it.
And I feel like my prediction is getting more and more validated as the set goes on. If totsubunger is going to do well, it might be off of comebacks, but who knows, maybe this will be the turn of tides. This is actually pretty good, sending them through the wall for the 2H after that nice overhead kiss throw, and they're just getting in with these spare dolphins here and there, and that's a massive counter. I think you're dead.
You are absolutely donezo. perfect there for totsubunger getting game number 1 here against Jack. Again, totsubunger just showing up and cleaning house right now, but it's not done yet. That's only 1 game against Jack. This is still anyone's set.
Yeah, oh my god. What a way to start. And of course, Jack probably a little bit like kind of caught off guard. You know, they had to work for the comeback, and then afterwards, Jesus Christ, totsubunger was just on it. Didn't even give Jack an opportunity to fight back. So who knows how this goes down. But so far, what, Totsugeki again. Overhead kiss again, a little bit of deja vu, if you will. But no, the burst off the table this time from Jack. And another one, Jesus. Ooh. Okay, that was a very good round from Totsu. Goddamn, they're still on it though. Can still win this by keeping the pressure going. PRC, but what a 5k from Jack, and that's going to allow Jack to turn the tides a little bit. Get the wall break with the super, send them through with the Deus Ex Machina. And not turn down herself. Me, fairly healthy.
What a backdash. Hard read there. totsubunger going to be able to actually... Nope, not going to be able to kill off of it. Holds on to the meter. Oh, that might be risky. Okay, the risk is going to pay off there with the throw.
Very nice throw indeed. Very, very nice. Back to approach to the Totsugeki. Just Totsugeki in their way in. 2k2t. Able to get the pickup. That is a pretty nasty round start. And maybe Jack, you're going to have to be a bit more cautious on these approaches, because the dash up 5ks, the dash up Totsugekis are doing bits.
And the defense too, able to block the roll through there, FDing the entire time to make sure that Jack wasn't in range for a 5D.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Probably both going for a throw. Gets the 5k, able to set up the wall splat. Doesn't go for the slump. Cashing out the super. Definitely the play. You've got maximized resources, and this is pretty diabolical situation. You just got to hold the offense from here. Ooh. Not gonna... No, wait. The Guts Crush might kill. Oh. Yeah, normally most supers there might not be able to kill, but because of the Guts Crush, it certainly does it.
Alright, dash at 5P. Wow, able to get the confirm there off of the counter hit 5P, actually linking into the 2K. There's the roll through though from Jack. Trying to mount his comeback.
$5k, gets in with the throw, chases. Tries to go for the chase, but nice jump out from Totsu. 5p into the Senja back, gets the throw. And now Jack has a looping offensive scenario where if their resources are in the back, they can keep doing it, and gets the throw, should be able to kill. Jack strikes back, Kana's 1-1.
And that's what I'm talking about, right? Even though totsubunger looked so incredibly strong out the gate, you cannot count Jack out. This is a man who, once again, first offline tournament was evil when he made top 6. That is a legendary feat. He is also the Demon King of Guilty Gear Strive here, the most winningest player in TNS. It's going to be tough to take him down. Totsubunger's off to a good start, though.
Duel 1.
Here we go. Heading into Jack. Like you said, the Demon King. I absolutely love that title, by the way. Absolutely love it. Fun title, and it just fits him perfectly.
I just say because Happy Chaos has little horns.
That as well, to be fair. Yeah, Happy Chaos is very demon looking. That forward slash, try to get in off the feint Totsugeki, but they're going to get thrown for their troubles. And now Totsubunger stuck on the receiving end of Happy Chaos pressure. As we know, it's not easy to escape it, but Jack is able to capitalize, send you through the wall with the super. With this hard knockdown with the resources all available. Not easy, but the YRC helping Totsubunger fight their way out.
And just pressing on that bar slash, just getting a little too predictable though, right? Jack was just waiting for the right whiff, able to get the punish and secure the round.
Nice. Totsubunger in a bit of a rough state. They do have burst available to them first, so that is definitely a solid thing to have. You gotta play cool and collected as it's gone now, and Jack has a huge advantage in terms of that health and then the resources. Focuses outweigh. This is a good opportunity for Totsubunger if they can get a clean hit. Oh no. Oh god, back it up. Yeet into the row. Yeet.
Another yeet.
Yeet
Again? No yeet, no yeet.
Do it again. Yeet.
Oh my god.
Nah, get out of here, Jimmy. this is Jay's now, bro. Also, do I accept HC as a Scotland rep? Whoever said that, can we ban that guy?
He's not Scottish. He's Irish.
Bro, I hate this. This happens
You
all the
think
time.
they all look the same, bro? You think they all sound the same?
No, this happens a lot. It's always joked about that I'm Irish, bro, and I'm like, come on. Every time.
Oh, 2K2D. Trying to go for the taco. Nice defense there from totsubunger, but gets caught by the roll through.
Oh, what a pickup. J2K into the throw, and just like that, Jack's on it. Right side, gets the pickup. Left side again, into the throw. Jeez, it doesn't stop. It does not stop.
Now has to force their way in. Has plenty of attention. Double backdash into the Totsugeki. You know what's so diabolical about that one? Is the fact that Jack saw the backdash. So in his mind, he probably wasn't even considering that Totsugeki was being charged. But thanks to the the dash macro, you can backdash while charging your special moves.
It's insane that that's a thing, by the way. The dash macro allows for so much creative freedom for the charged input players, right? Because now you can charge your input while running forward, which is absurd, and you can charge your down inputs while moving forward as well. So that's why Leos were able to do that psychotic play of dash up DPRC, which was a nasty neutral piece of deck if you just wanted to take a turn back in the day.
All right, stagger pressure there with the 2K. Right into the 5D up in the guts.
Yeah, and then they're just going to go straight for the super. It's just the easy go-to. You've got the meter, cash out, get the hard knockdown, and now totsubunger has to hold that offense you're setting up, and it doesn't stop, man. It loops. Oi. Oh my god, time to go for the wall. Yep, so much damage. Actually, not a lot. Me, fairly healthy, but what a jump over for the whip punish. Jack, certainly looking like a monster, as they're able to take that around the Demon King, as you said. The totsubunger.
Absolutely. Just goes for the dash and throw this time. We've been going for a lot of roll through, so now starting to incorporate throw a little bit more, which is really smart. 5D is going to connect. Deus Ex here, we just go for the slump. Nope, we want the super, we want the hard knockdown, and we want that positive bonus.
Yay. Yeah, so much dealt. Jumps in. Big throw. Able to get the pickup. Goes for the curse state with the super. Not going to be able to kill. But with the positive here, you're going to have the hard knockdown. You've got the curse state apply. You've got all your resources. And Jack with the rollout. That is a classic for him, man.
Bro, the freeze frame there on the roll is cold. And now Jack taking it all the way to game 5 here. This is the scariest part about this, right? It's a lot of pressure on totsubunger, not just to get to grand finals, but you do not want Jack being in winner side grand finals, right? Beating Jack once is hard enough in these online tournaments, but beating him twice in a row, that's a really difficult feat that has only been accomplished by a handful of players who have entered TNS.
And in this game 5, we're about to find out how it's going to go. And just give me just a wee moment now.
All right, 5D, nice, into the burst. Dash up close slash, trying to go for a little bit of a shimmy there. Jack trying to be patient, fishing for that 2K, finally lands it. Great block on the cross-up attempt. Recognized how far totsubunger was flying, gets the gunshot 2 into a full juggle combo. Let it rip, Deus Ex.
Oh yes, into the super. Able to get some decent damage as well. But totsubunger, now, oh, that's rough. Getting caught by the low. Wasn't expecting it. Jack just rushes up. And now for the first time, Jack is on set point. Can knock totsubunger out into losers right here, right now.
Not only at set point, but still has full burst. Didn't even have to spend it. Won that last round pretty comfortably. And is on a start here to build up a lot of momentum with this wall break and positive bonus.
Oi, what a super check. Gets in. But looking out for the burst, totsubunger patient. Waits for the perfect opportunity. Now they have the opportunity to bring it back, and they're on it. Just represent the Totsugeki's trying to get in, gets the knock. No knockdown, actually.
Yeah, too far away, didn't get the counter hit either, unfortunately. But it's looking like it's all Jack. Totsubunger trying to swing any which way to score a hit, but nothing seems to connect. There's the counter hit, and Jack is moving on to grand final.
Totsubunger sadly knocked into loser's side. An amazing player indeed.
They don't do that, you know. But I would love to see him hop in that online bracket. Anyway, we do get some Cheryo versus Dany coming up now. Loser semi.
It's gonna be a mad set indeed. Like we've said many a times, Cheryo definitely the man to look out for. In terms of 684, the first blood is actually going to Cheryo. I was about to say, gotta watch out neutral for Dany, as I was thinking they were gonna get the first hit, but my lord. Ooh,
oh, nice burst. Yeah, stuffing the Sacred Edge, forcing Dany to whip all that meter.
Ooh. 2K into the 684, trying to get the pressure to start with the JDs. Oh, what a DP on that overhead behemoth. Now we're going back and forth with the pressure, and Cherry was just on it now. 684, the pressure. JD baits the DP, and I think Dany, decided to give up the burst. They think they can still win this round, and you gotta respect it.
Yeah, you have to measure up about like the tension that they have, right? Unfortunately, that tension's never gonna get spent. But it wasn't a bad decision there from Dany, right? Build the 50 tension. Life totals were not that different. If they won out in neutral, they could have closed it out. So instead, they're making up for lost time here in round number 2.
I feel like a bad decision would have been like to go like, I'm going to burst on 1 HP or try to delay it even more. So I do quite like doing that. Represent a bit more earlier. You're more likely to see it again as well. Aboii, tap 5D, RC, keeping the pressure going, gets the 6H, and that is a brutal pickup. Just like Dany. Could be in a killing scenario. Certainly going to get a kill. Sends him through the wall. Dany striking back, telling Cheryo it's not that easy.
Right, bar slash, slide right on in. Oh, but the gold burst, yeah, getting a little too greedy with a lot of those light, harassing with those light normals, right? Ample time, or ample room, I should say, for the opponent to gold burst.
Nice JK into the throw, quite nice. Able to set up the 2P pressure, as we know that elbow really does it all. Keep the pressure going wet. That trade is deadly! Oh no!
That was a generational trade, not for Dany.
Oy, very nice. Cheryo gonna be taking a ton of damage here. Does have 2 bars to work with, so the super could be represented at any time. Not gonna use it. Went for the wires, he gets punished. Not dead, but my god, neck and neck.
Whoa, wild assault! Coming to the rescue.
Oh, Jesus. White Wild Assault is still the tool of all time. What a represented tool. The Cheryo just sort of threw it there, and Dany, probably bewildered by that, probably was expecting a bit of cam neutral, just got told, yeah, nah, White Wild Assault, I'm out here.
Yeah, we ball. Just send it.
Jeez, smart representation from Cheryo, by the way. That could have gone ugly if that was blocked there. That could have been some nasty turnabout pressure from Dany. Good blocks. Good blocks in general, not getting caught. Went for the far slash, but no. Dany just gets right into it, getting the pickup with the HP for Frost, getting so much damage. It only needs one more clean interaction. Could keep it cool.
Well, hold on. One interaction is all you need is Goldlewis too. We say it a lot with Slayer, but Elite is not Elite against Goldlewis. Oh! We're trying to go for the hole-in-one there.
Nice. Cherry has 2. Oh no, 1 bar. Doesn't use it after the throw. Probably thinking Dany would burst there. As we do know, he's willing to burst on 1 HP, 10 HP, you name it.
Yeah, bursting on the fuzzy was a good play.
Oh, I love it. Good 2P. Gets the approach. Cheryo does not bite on the burst himself. A bit more of a reserved player compared to Dany, who, even though he's playing the neutral character, I would say is super aggressive right now.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned that Cheryo's reserve, because that is definitely the case. Even back when we were in the trenches of the White Wall Assault meta, Cheryo never really abused it. He still used it pretty sparingly.
It's the patience, man. Oh, yeah. Good point. Would love to see a Dragon install from Dany. We've already seen 2 from him today. So, would love to see more if possible. He has to go for that. Oh. Cherry with the pickup, though. The side swap.
Fully charged. Down with the system. Break the glass. You're on your ass.
Ooh, nice rhyme. Sends you through. Sends out the drone. Certainly the clever play. The projectile destroys it, though, and Dany, like a tactician, able to just turn a bad situation into a good one.
Steal back to neutral, though. And Cheryo's got meter to spare. Oh, but the people's elbow. 6P coming through. Dany Maza time things up 1-1.
I've said this many a times. That 6P is clocked too many chins. Like, it is absurd how many times that 6P has certainly done God's work and won a round ender for Dany. You gotta wonder, is that like bruised now? Does it have like wear and tear now? Because it's got so many clean hits.
Nah, bro, that 6P has built nations. That 6P has gear cells.
Ooh, built like a rock, ain't breaking. 2-star D. Good first slash to get started off. Dany again getting first blood and just keeping the pressure going from here. Staggering away between 2P and close slash and far slash, going between them as they all cover different areas.
And just peppering these these fireballs here until Cheryo finally answers back with a wild assault, just forced to answer.
Oh, 2K into 684. Keeping the pressure, 684 into the RC, catching the backdash. This is deadly. You can lose a lot of health off of this interaction, and I believe you do. Ooh.
Yeah, that was just fantastic routing there from Cheryo, making sure that they got not only the wall bounce, but the ground bounce before they went for the wall break, right? That ground bounce was the key part there.
Nice. Send out the projectiles. The JD go over. Cheryo definitely challenging the projectiles with some well-placed JDs. But Dany, able to mix up between the projectile and the elbow. You've got to be careful about that. That elbow, again, it's got too many shins. 268. Backing up.
Against Cheryo now.
Ooh,
Throwing the close slash attempt, and now has the corner pressure ready to go. Has to watch out for the burst, though, from Dany. I don't know if you're going to be able to bait it out properly, though.
I like that. Actually, I'm a big fan of that. Make them whip the throw, get the punish, but unfortunately, Burst denying it. What a 2S, I believe that's death. Cherry, up 2-1. Could knock out Dany if this momentum continues. And I still see a game 5 happening here.
Bro, if he can actually take out Dany and move on to face totsubunger, that is going to be... You know what? May gets to be an honorary big meaty man slapping meat.
I mean, with the way
With
May
that
plays...
anchor?
Yeah. Like, not only is it the anchor, but like the way May plays in general, it's so big body coded, right? Cash out on huge damage and just threaten neutral skip like tools like Totsugeki RC, you know? Oh god. Nice, sends out the minigun. Able to get some decent damage off this. 51 hits. Gotta love it.
Alright, wild assault. Actually didn't even get to get in close enough for the throw, unfortunately. So all that burst just spent. Getting no reward off of it either, and can't save yourself now. Cheryo at set point.
Dany certainly on the back end of some nasty behemoth pressure. And now they've got to question themselves. Do they have the opportunity to make the comeback happen? When that round just went by so quickly. Oh, Jesus. Good blocks. Tries to get in. Tap 5D well defended. Body RC keeping Dany in. And just like that, so much damage is being cashed out on. And Cheryo have a deficit here.
Really dangerous position, right? You kind of don't want to spend the burst even for a wild assault to escape from the corner because the life difference is just so massive.
Oh god, JD's. One and again, the health is so minuscule, and Cheryo is still gonna try and attempt a win in this round, but the projectile denying him on the run-up. You gotta love the fact that he tried to represent, try to go for the run-up 684 or something. At the end of the day, my God, Dany just brings it back.
In any other round, he would have just gone for White Wall Assault, but the health difference was way too much, and he wanted to hold on to that burst for this situation, right? Gonna go for the gold burst here. Now building up all that tension.
Keep in mind, positive bonus. So much meter is in play. 268. JS staggering over the jump ins, keeping the pressure on the 684. Does have that bar and work with, and we're just staggering with the behemoths. JS to bring you back down. Close slash 268. Oh, but what a DP from Dany. Fighting his way back.
The backdash. Bionic arm. Rise of Rookies coming through with the 43 raid. Welcome. You're just in time here for loser semis. Big DP there from Dany on Maza into the wall break.
Yeah, I hope you guys had a lovely stream, but we're on loser semis. We're going to find out who's going to break away. Will Cheryo continue the run after this win, if possible, or is Dany going to deny it and try to get that game 5? But so far, that's a nice pickup, and I believe Dany just got the kill. He's taking this to a game 5, ladies and gentlemen. My God.
The way to the end here. And this is for the pleasure of facing totsubunger in the losers side, losers finals. Totsubunger with quite a run today, only being sent to losers by obviously Jack, right? So whoever wins this, they are in for quite the battle, having to get through not only the match they're currently in, get through totsubunger, and then get through Jack twice. That would be a generational.
I have no idea how this is going to go down, if I'm honest. I expected game number 5 between these two tyrants, but in terms of the winner, no idea. Again, I would like to say money might be on Dany, but it's Cheryo, absolute beast on Goldlewis, man. Patience. Doesn't want to get in just yet, just playing to the skies, jumping back and forth, trying to get Dany to open himself up, but Dany does not open himself up too often.
He does get opened up by the throw.
Oh, good jump.
Yeah, a little scary though. Oh, landing
2P.
into the 2P. That 2P and then the immediate burst from Dany, knowing exactly what was going to happen after that.
YRC. Keep the pressure going off the behemoths, decides to back up the projectile. Certainly gone. That drone could have done some work if it was maybe level 3. Ain't gonna matter too much. Dany, try to play it cool. Keep in mind dangers in play. Can't really backdash as much as he has been. Wait, shimmy
there, but there's the 5D. No meter to actually follow up on it, but that's fine. Just doing it for the love of the game. Throw RC. Dany Maza sitting at set point.
The shimmy, yeah, kind of goes crazy. Love seeing it. Here we go. First time set point for Dany. How will they close it out? Can they close out even? Good jump in. Tries to get in with the Frigiguard, but that elbow, my God, these two characters have some insane elbows. That's what we're learning. Elbows are the meta of the game.
Oh, too far away though to actually get the JD. Trying to really just control space with that JD as well. Figure out a way to actually get in and just reversal super full send it. Not the full actually, didn't break the glasses, but got 2 of the drones out. Catching the backdash and just like that, final game, final round, Panda.
Yep, this is the end of the show. The double Luigi between these two. Who will draw the curtain? And so far, Dany off to the races, getting first blood and has the corner now. We're staggering, gets the throw. Now you're stuck in the corner. More pressure indeed. Deflect to push you back, and now Cheryo needs to try and fight his way out. Doesn't have many resources to work with, Jobber.
Oh, not at all, unfortunately here. Does get clipped by the 5D, and the lack of resources might actually end up being Cheryo's downfall. There's the throw in the corner. RC once again for Dany.
Oh, the JD. Projectile sent out. JD yet again. Close slash 268. 684 for the knockdown. Chases. Oh, wait, that was on part of the plan. He whiffed it on purpose.
No, I don't think that was on purpose at all. That was an accident, but a happy accident there now for Cheryo. Now has turned this into a real possibility. JD is going to get punished with the trade, but there's the deflect shield.
The health is so equal. 268, 684 gets the hit with the cross up the behemoth. Oh my goodness. Just like that, Cheryo will be heading to losers finals, not grand finals. He's still got a lot more to go.
Run tonight. Can't wait to see you again in the next one as we jump into our next match here, our losers final.
And then losers finals, totsubunger, People's Champ versus Cheryo, the champion of the people. Trust me, it's two different things. You have to believe me. You have to believe. But so far, Cheryo after the races, getting some decent damage off, trying to get him with the drone, and certainly just dashes in, getting so much leeway off of it. And now totsubunger has to guess perfectly on defense, and this type of health deficit, it's not easy against the big man.
Yeah, but going for the second overhead there, very smart, right? You went for the overhead the first time, totsubunger was expecting the low, just catch you with the 50-50. Bye-bye.
Low slash. 5H, what a counter hit, but burst off the table from Cheryo. Got represented there. Cannot go any further than that. Ooh. Wanted to feint the Totsugekis, maybe for a lower throw, but unfortunately Cheryo made the read, decide to mash their way out, and then the RC's in play. What a pickup from totsubunger.
Yeah, all that off of a backdash there on the big 486 Behemoth Typhoon. Oh no,
JD.
but a counter hit JD. Yep, going right on in with the JH. Goes for the run-up throw. Lots of meter now here on Cheryo's side. Catches with the JS. You might be dead. You absolutely are.
Very nice. I love it. The little 2P check, well aware. That was... Wait, that didn't kill?
No, because the 2P added just enough scaling. And just Cheryo... Okay, Cheryo, you could tell, it was a little bit of panic there. It was like, oh no, I am in the danger zone, right? totsubunger was sitting on a ton of health. Cheryo, not so much. Spent all that meter not to get the kill, so just sent the white wall assault, believe.
Easy, man. I think Cheryo, like you said, was very, like, flustered. But, you know, still locked in, took their win. And Totsu certainly not getting off to that type of start that we've seen throughout the entire set, where they, well, previous sets, where they just kind of like go for it. Like they're just going to be going for it, get the clean hits, and then they snowball the momentum. So far, they aren't really getting that opportunity. They may get a round start or two, but nothing comes off of it, sadly. Oh, good cross up here from Cheryo. Able to swap the corner momentum. Now the 268 into the beam, and pressure is on the Totsugeki to escape the corner.
Just swinging that far slash. Actually gonna work out here. When it comes to buttons, far slash gonna beat out a lot of Goldlewises, right?
Oh yeah. I think you'll beat a lot of the neutral pokes besides like a well-spaced 684, so you've got to be careful about that. But if a Goldlewis is doing 684, that means he's making a hard read. So that's something to take note of as well. Oi! Big throw.
Patience. That far slash nearly got whiff punished too by the 5K. You saw that totsubunger was looking for that, and we've seen that all night, right? totsubunger have been scoring a lot of whiff punishes with the 5K.
Oi, ooh, good backdash. Went for the 6P, not whiff punish. Very whiff punishable normal at times. A good pickup. Totsubunger should be able to kill.
The super late cancel on the up dolphin was a real jump scare. Cheryo ran face first into it. I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, like what's the frameage on that? Like, well, like 10, 11? Like, it's absurdly quick, right?
Oh yeah, the dolphin, but it's like she did not cancel. totsubunger did not cancel at all till the longest time after that 2H.
Jesus, man. Ooh, the drone to represent did not give a damn, just slided their way. And keep in mind, if Cheryo blocked that low, they were eating a punish on that drone or had to give up a bar.
Oh, that's reset.
Yeah, that free K was nice. That free K was so nice.
Bro, the hop off the dolphin resets are something else. This character is kind of goated.
Yeah,
Can't believe I'm saying this about May, but
That's crazy. I don't understand where the hate for characters come from, right? Like I understand where like maybe people get sick of seeing like a certain character enough, but I don't get that. I really don't, because I'm too busy viewing the player. You know what I mean, Jobber? Like the player really makes the character shine 9 times out of 10.
I mean, I agree with you, but also when I gotta get hit by this shit online, you know what I mean?
You know, fair enough. There is that aspect, of course, but like when you're playing someone like Potemkin right now, you can't really like come after them. you kind of go like, well, I'm playing pot. I may find it annoying, but at the end of the day, they're working hard. Am I? Who knows? But Cheryo with the OTG gonna get a kill, bringing it back.
See, I love watching people get pop busted. Do I like getting pop busted? Hell no.
Never. Not once. Not once.
Ooh. Just like I like when people get hit by some behemoth typhoons or some anchors here, or maybe even some dolphins, and definitely Yamada-san.
Jesus, man. Totsubunger certainly on it. 5H counter hit. I don't think Cheryo gives up burst, and Totsubunger going for either a burst safe route and probably not the play. Gonna get the kill. Very nice. This is the game 3 final round so far. This is going down to the wire in every match.
Yeah, neck, both of them adapting incredibly well. But Totsubunger has been squeezing out some more dominating rounds, right? The ones that Cheryo wins are not necessarily too overwhelming.
Ooh, burst on the table. Try to approach. The drone is certainly doing the work for him, allowing Cheryo to take so much space, but the throw represent. Totsu does it again. Do it again. Do it again. Oh no, does it do it again? Does not give a damn even. Just hits him. And so much damage. Didn't use the other bar for the goofy combo, which I respect. Just wants to play it clean.
Well, now overhead kiss is a big threat. Even just regular throw. Not anymore with the regular throw, though. Shouldn't be able to kill. Trying to build up that risk gauge. Uh-oh. Might be an incident here, Panda.
It could potentially be the back throw incident. Goldlewis, again, has the best one. Who knows, maybe. May doesn't give a damn entirely, as they just jab their way into a win. Totsubunger up 2-1. Could knock out Cheryo with one more good bit of effort in the next match.
Yeah, that's the real question. Can they jab their way all the way to a grand finals run back here against the Demon King Jack sitting on his throne? Which one of these players is going to rise up to be the hero?
Oh man, I don't know. Also, looking at the predictions is very funny. It's essentially neck and neck, but the people that voted on Totsubunger are rich. They're way more rich, right? It's like one person less, but more money, right? Oy.
Never bet against the May. That's what I'm learning here. But you know what? I believe in the Secretary of Absolute Defense.
Certainly got man. Oh, Jesus. Totsubunger, after that super, is able to take so much space, so much leeway, but that close slash into the back turn behemoth allows for the corner. But no, the super representing from Totsu, they didn't give a damn.
Totsu now one good whiff punish away. There it is, 5K into the 3K. JD though, Cheryo swinging back. Nice IBFD actually pushing out so incredibly far. Great reset to neutral there for Totsu.
Big hit, burst off the table. Cheryo self is. Whoa! You just gapped Gap Assault?
Yeah, that Gapu Bunker? I don't know.
Totsu
Gapper?
Totsu Gapper goes crazy. Holy, yeah, no, that's it. That's it. That's it.
Oh my god, hold on, the 2S. I don't even know what that caught there on Totsu's side.
Full slash, BRC. Oi. Bar slash into the kill. Cheryo denying the momentum Totsubunger was building up in that round there. And that was fairly quick as well. I think it was like 20-second win.
Oh, now harassing with the 5H before we harassing a lot with that 5K or that far slash. But looking for the big boy damage with the 5H. Speaking of big boy damage, Behemoth coming on out.
Totsugeki, 2P into the nice counter hit confirm into the 684, allowing Cheryo to kind of steamroll the corner here. 268 pressure on the Behemoth. He is swinging that coffin as they got that bar to work with. But what a backdash, my lord.
About to build up the security gauge. He's going to get another coffin cancel here. Yep, and there it is. Overhead low. That is just... I don't care who you are, you're not blocking that.
Not a soul's blocking that. Not a single soul. If you say you've blocked it, you're a fictitious person that doesn't exist. There's no way. I don't believe you. It's insanity.
It is just too fast. It is too fast. You have to hard call it out. And hard calling that out is nearly impossible.
It's so hard. And then there's the fact that a lot of Goldlewises like to reset after that one into 486, which I believe you can't challenge it, but there is a gap, so you can go for like a backdash. I'm not 100% certain on that, but the point being is like there's that to consider. They can reset for plus frames, or they're gonna go for an instant low, and that can hurt the brain a little bit.
This match is hurting my brain all the way to game 5. Sending out the drone. Just trying to fall behind. A nice slide under there, but a good stop from Cheryo, recognizing that was a threat.
BRC to get in, and that's a massive punish, but unfortunately dropped the behemoth pickup as May was not high enough.
Dropping the same exact pickup twice in a row, just not close enough to Totsu.
So unfortunate for Cheryo so far. In terms of the pickups, denies the White Wild Assault, not in the iframe part, so Totsu was able to interrupt it, get the hit, get the kill, and this is set point for totsubunger. Can he knock out Cheryo, or is Cheryo going to strike right back and give us the same scenario that we just saw in the previous match?
All right, here's the JD, trying to go for the big coffin swing there in the overhead. JD once again working its magic, catching the backdash there with the quick overhead.
Ooh, yep. No, don't burst, Totsu. Do not burst. Play well into the round. Try and maybe force Cheryo to use their resources, but avoid that burst as much as possible. Oh,
no. Yeah, definitely not going to burst in this situation here. It is just absolutely not worth it. Going to hold on to it for a rainy day. Well, the raindrops keep falling on Totsu's head. Oh, and Dolphins right into the drone. Final game, final round.
The double Luigi, man. Let's see how this goes down. Cheryo could get a potential run at Jack, or Totsu could get the run back. Who knows? But so far, Totsu off to the races. Already dealt some solid damage, so trying to get back in, but the denial of the 2k, but a decent anti-air from Totsu has allowed them to keep the momentum. And Jobber, this is looking like an absolute shoo-in for Totsu if they can use the meter.
Yeah, but with that gold burst there from Cheryo, immediately putting a big what if, a big question mark on that possible victory here for totsubunger. Now trying to turn things around, has access to that 50 tension. There it is for the PRC. Baiting out. That backdash had to have been a shimmy.
It had to have been, but either or you're regretting it. Perhaps Totsu getting the pickup with the Super Saiyan through the wall, but the Orca damage has been dealt. But it's not a ton. That guy is fairly healthy. Into the throw!
Get through the PRC reversal, super blocks the burst, and totsubunger moves on to get the run back. This match, grand finals, Jack versus totsubunger, the rematch.
Okay, the run back. This is what everybody, I think, wanted to see. This exact set. People wanted to see this run back because Totsu coming back stronger, better. And if you guys have been enjoying this show, which I believe you've had considering what I've been seeing in the chat, be sure to check out that match at Reno. Make the prize pool a bigger one to fight for. Put more stress on Totsu and Jack if you feel like doing so. But my god, Jobber, what a set we're gonna have in Grand Finals.
Yeah, Totsu already stressed out a lot here. Down pretty significantly in the first round of this first set. Wow! The JK falling into the RC Deus Ex Machina.
Chakari off. Getting the first match, round even. Looking confident. Certainly. Able to play to their spaces, big far slash to deny the Dolphin. And that is one thing that we did clock about Jack when they previously played. They were able to call it a Dolphin so well. Either they've got the reaction time or they've labbed it, they understand when to challenge. And Dolphins are not easy to throw at Jack, and we're seeing it. Just punishing Totsu every time.
Yeah, especially with that 5P, right? 5P and 2P have been the moneymaker when it comes to blowing up those Dolphins. But right now, just blowing up totsubunger with a incredibly quick game number one. Jack one step ahead.
Now, what is Jack's record in TNS? I believe he's won quite a few of these, correct?
I think he's won more than anyone else. I think it's probably the players who have won the most are Jack and Neubenheimer, because there was a period where Neubenheimer was just going absolutely insane.
I remember
TNS
on the Nagori Yuki, right?
Yes.
Ooh. And another question, Totsu, I believe, has never won one, correct?
I don't think so.
So going into this, Totsu
Possibly. Totsu might have.
Totsu's got quite the challenge, that's all I'm saying. Multi-time winner, this is the storyline. Multi-time winner, multi-time belt holder, Jack is looking to deny the up-and-coming Totsubunger. That's the storyline.
The story is also that I can count the amount of people who have beaten Jack in grand finals while Jack is on the winner side on one hand.
That's true as well. That's true as well. This is a genuine monster on Demon Time. Really sending it through the wall. Totsubunger already having a very difficult time trying to get used to the way Jack plays neutral, either whipping the normals on potential opportunities to beat Dolphin or using the shots on spare occasions.
And Jack now 1 round away from securing a 2-0 lead, a comfy 2-0 lead with a whole extra set behind him as well.
Oh, big knockdown. Jack is certainly on it. Staggering away, gets him in the 2K. Solid knockdown yet again. Has a ton of resources to work with. So Totsubunger, deficit not only at health, but in terms of other tools available, the only thing they have is burst, and now it's gone.
Oh, chasing down the Totsugeki after the block. Another Deus Ex. Jack just firing on all cylinders right now. Totsubunger doesn't seem to have an answer, right? And this is something we saw towards the end of their first set, was Jack just was, you couldn't crack him open.
It's not easy, man. We talked about this many times. You gotta glaze it, right? The defense that Jake has. Jack even. Jesus. Alternate persona that plays Potemkin. Alright. Jack's defense is absurdly hard to call out. Getting these moments we've cashed out for 50% is extremely rare for Totsu. And when they get it, they've got to take as much as they can. And this is an amazing burst to stay in the set.
Yeah, that's fine. Get all your bullets back, even if it doesn't hit. J2K, the Goomba stomp, hopping his way up to a 2-0 lead. What a way to close out that round. That was Jack going for the Wild Assault to try and get rid of the burst, but the extra hit before the super got burst back. Totsubunger able to get that, but still not able to come out on top, Panda.
This is a brutal scenario where Totsubunger is probably feeling the weight on their shoulders, right? They're starting to feel the pressure, and Jack is just... This is Tuesday, man. These two... Sorry, Monday. Tuesday for me, Monday for you guys. Just so locked in.
This could be it. This could be the end of tonight. Dash up. Nice throw tech. Totsubunger needs to summon as much as they possibly can. They need the people. Post your May copy pastas in the chat. Give Totsubunger your energy.
I mean, with this combo, jeez Louise, on the offense yet again, but Jack is the one with the bar. No, because the FD, they kind of gave it up, but the bar is there. Ain't gonna matter. Chipp shoot out with the Dolphin. Totsu kind of dropping their combos, definitely feeling the pressure, but thank God Jack was not FDing for Totsu to take that round.
3K. Ooh. There's the throw. Jack immediately turning what pressure Totsubunger got started on its head. 5D connect into the Deus Ex. What's gonna happen next?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but burst is certainly on the table. Where Jack could use it for a Wild Assault. Not gonna give a damn. Gets the throw. RC into the kill. And we are on tournament point, Jobber.
Last opportunity here. There's the throw. Bye-bye. Deflect shield to negate any kind of mix-up. Pretty smart play there from Jack.
Totsugeki gets in. Ooh, went for the left side. Maybe try to catch a backdash, but Totsu not making the correct read so far. Unfortunate. Back and forth.
Jack is just not afraid of getting thrown. Right? He understands that getting thrown is much more preferable than getting hit by a counter hit close slash. And there's another Deus Ex Machina. Could be the second to last one here of this tournament.
Hey, this is brutal, man. The Goomba Stomp, I think that might be it. No resources, no focus. Totsu has an opportunity if they can just get in and run offense. I don't know, though. The burst on the table, there's YRC in the table.
Oh, the defense of totsubunger with the burst. Last opportunity. You have to lock in now. 5H connects. There's the burst. Where's the gun?
Oh, no, you need dash block perfectly. Just kind of spaces out, blocks the low. They're still in it. The health is minuscule, though. But Totsu still has an opportunity to bring it back if they can just get in. But Jack is such a wall.
The air to air. totsubunger staying alive.
Jesus, man. Jesus, man. If you are a supporter of Totsu, let it be known. The opportunities, the chances even, Totsu still has it. They've got it. They've got potential to bring it back, but Jack is still that wall they need to climb.
Gotta believe in your technique here, Jack. Taking that personal, though, starting off with the first blood here in this next game.
Ooh. Nice, good pickup. Jack already starting us off, getting some solid damage. Already has burst off the table. Oh my god, what a read!
Yeah, the 2K right at the round start after the wall break, able to blow up the Dolphin. Oh man, Jack is making a statement now, trying to cook up a perfect. Telling totsubunger that was just a fluke. You're in my house, my castle.
Hey, but the back throw. Wait, another potential comeback scenario, probably. Another throw has meter, so that means throw is a safe option to go for. Can use it. It goes for the command grab. Wait, no, not the command grab. That was more throw again. YRC up the table. Totsu has 2 bars. Use it to get right back in.
Dash out. Watch out for the roll. There it is.
You burst it?
That's a crazy burst.
I don't know how I feel about that burst, but now you've given Jack the opportunity. I've said it again, my god. You've kind of given them the chance to give up burst themselves, because if they want this round, they went for the gold burst. So on the positive, that's gone now.
Oh, but the 2K, yeah, that is the one positive. You're absolutely right. Burst is now gone for Jack as well, but Jack is once again in that position, being at tournament point.
Oh, Jesus, man. Totsu getting caught by the left rights. Good night. The rolls are very cheeky to deal with, and Jack getting the damage, trying to play it cool, holding down the neutral, those 5Ks and those 2Ks. You've seen it a ton, and gets the Goomba. My god, he's already on it.
I don't know, Panda. About to get 100 tension here for Jack, and gonna get burst. totsubunger has it, but it might be too little too late.
Oh, has to be burst. Yeah, gets it, and I believe that's it. That's all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, Grand Finals has finished with Jack being your champion, and sadly, Totsu's hero-like run will end there, but what a showing from both players.